있다. 광휴. 고향에 돌아와 오래된 담장을 허물었다. 기울어진 담을 무너뜨리고 삐걱거리는 대문을 떼어냈다. 담장 없는 집이 되었다. 눈이 시원해졌다. 우선 텃밭 600평이 정원으로 들어오고 텃밭 아래 사는 100살 된 느티나무가 아래에 둥치째 들어왔다. 느티나무가 그늘 수십 평과 가치집 세 채를 가지고 들어왔다. 나무가지에 매달린 벌레와 새소리가 들어오고 잎사귀들이 사귀는 소리가 어머니 무릎 위에서 듣던 마른 기지 소리를 내며 들어왔다. 하루 낮에는 노루가, 이틀 저녁엔 연이어 멧돼지가 마당을 가로질러 갔다. 겨울에는 토끼가 먹이를 구하러 내려와 방풍같은 똥을 싸고 갈 것이다. 풍년초 꽃이 하얗게 덮인 언덕과 강수옥 연못도
All right. Oh, I need to learn Korean. They sound pretty good. Well, hello, everybody. Hello, Radio ID Scans and other. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, 12 o'clock. I was going to be on 12. Well, I'm a little early. 11:57 a.m. here in the East Coast, Yonkers, New York, USA. I'm trying out this early broadcast stuff. Instead of coming on 3 o'clock Eastern, I want to come on around 12 o'clock noon because I want to reach out more European subscribers like Married the Xer. I know he left me a comment last week that he really appreciate that I was on early. So I think I'm gonna keep it this way for now. I'm gonna, instead of being 3 o'clock, because I really want, I noticed that I got more people from outside the United States, including that guy from the Fiji Islands, which is pretty cool. And of course, I think I got a couple of people from India. So I like the early format. I like the plus. Even if I do 3 hours or 4 hours, I still got the rest of the day to do stuff. So I'm gonna try to stick with this format for now. It'll be Saturdays at noon Eastern time. Because I like better like that. I like the reaching out to my. I know it's kind of early for some of you guys on the West Coast of the United States, but there is no. It's kind of like even if I come at 3 o'clock Eastern, it's still early out there in the West Coast. But I notice I have more European. I won't say more European subscribers. It's just I get more engagement with European. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's hard to find a balance. Like if I go on too late during the day, I exclude all those people in Europe and Europe and especially all of Europe and so on. It's too late for them over there, and I kind of hate that sometimes when I'm like it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon and it's already late over there. It's like 10 o'clock in the evening or something. I know that kind of sucks. So I'm trying to find a balance. So the fact that he reached out to me and he said that he really likes this time, I can't go earlier than this. I want if I go earlier than this, yeah, it's great for you. So I think 12 o'clock Eastern is a good time for now. Eventually, this coming new year, there is going to be some changes on other stuff. So even if I do a second stream, I may do this stream at this time. And then maybe during the week, I'll just go on regular time, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever, But I like my Saturday because I really want to reach out to a European, you know, subscribers and so on. You know, I don't want it to be all American. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, it's a balance. It's hard. And good morning, Jim's Radio Check. Of course, I see you on TikTok now. You have a TikTok account, which is pretty good. Looks pretty good. The thing about TikTok is like I noticed you put in both. That's what I'm doing on my TikTok. It's not only radio related. I also put other stuff in there. I put a couple of crypto stuff in there. I want to. My TikTok is more. It's not just radio related, even though it says Danny Radio and Tech. The end tech part is everything else. And I'm kind of really thinking about that here. I'm really thinking about that here. That's one of the things I'm thinking about. The big changes next year is instead of just being all radio related, I'm gonna incorporate some tech in here. Instead of having a separate channel, and all that, because I'm looking at my numbers and my numbers are all over the map. For example, I have 660. Last I think 662, whatever it is. It's over 660, bottom line. When I look at my analytics, there's times like hourly thing that I only got one person watching all of my channel in that particular hour. It's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning, whatever it is. Most of the time it's like double digits. And then sometimes it gets down to single digits, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I have over 600 videos. I have over 2,750 subscribers. You're going to tell me that only one person is on my channel at that particular hour and that's it? So there's something wrong with the YouTube algorithm. I cannot have just one person on my channel in that particular hour. Either YouTube was dead completely. There's no way I have one person in my channel with over 600 videos in my library. There's no way. And that really got me thinking. I'm like, why am I even bothering? And this is multiple times. I understand when you have 100 people, 100 subscribers. I get that maybe. But when you have when you're approaching 3,000 subscribers, there's no way in hell I should have one person watching in that particular hour. There should be always double digits. And there's something wrong. There's something going on that is not either they're not listing my videos. Because I've done searches on certain things. Like if I put the D109, actually is there a D109 WB? There's a bunch of videos that come up before mine now. And they're not even doing WB. There's only like a handful of channels that have the WB. So mine should be right up there. Mine should be like number 1, number 2. Bam, bam, right there. It should not be number 7 or something like that. That's ridiculous. So, I'm really like thinking about just, incorporating. I think I'm just so there's gonna be some changes in January. I'm trying to figure out what it is. I have a couple of things in mind, but there's definitely gonna be some big changes. They're coming. And in fact, I'm going to take a time off too. I'm going to take some time off. I'm going to take some time off after I'm this weekend. And then next weekend, I'm going to do the early one again. I know Jill's going to be on 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern, whatever. I'm going to be on this time. And, I'm going to wish everybody Merry Christmas and all that. After that, I'm taking a break. I'm going to take a break it's going to be a few weeks because I want to take a break for a couple of things. Some of it is personal. But then when I come back, it's going to be some big changes. There's going to have to be some big changes. There is going to be some big changes. And some of it is going to incorporate. Right now, I'm approaching 10,000 followers on TikTok. I'm at 90. Let me check. I can check right now. It's like, I post a video, you get like, views like nobody's business. Oh, Safe Moon is, oh my God, I'm looking at the news. Safe Moon files for Chapter 7. Oh my God. Safe Moon. Crypto. Are you kidding me? There goes my couple $100. I'm looking at the headlines. Safe Moon filed for bankruptcy. Oh my God. I need to stop this. I'm going to have to make a crypto live stream in the next. There's a couple of big news on crypto right now. Oh my God. Yeah. So let me go to my. Jesus Christ. Because it's getting ridiculous now. I'm sorry. I should not be. There should not be one person. Okay, let me lower Frenchie here. I want a Frenchie right here. This is ridiculous. Okay, let me go to my profile. Sorry. So 9,239 people following. I'm approaching. I'm gonna be approaching 10,000 within the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna hit 10,000 on TikTok. So yeah, this is ridiculous. That I only have out of 600 videos, one on a given hour, I have one person watching in my whole channel. It's a joke at this point. It is. I get my retro gaming channel has more people watching on a given hour sometime than this channel. And that one only has 350. 350. My crypto channel still has watchers. And I haven't posted a video in a year on that channel. I should not have one person in like 1 hour, even if it's 3 a.m. I don't care. There should be multiple people watching something in this channel by now. Not one person. So yeah, there's gonna be some big changes here. I'm sorry, people. I'm gonna do something drastic here. There's gonna be some big changes coming next year. There will be some changes. And some people may not like some of the topics or some of the content. Go away. I don't care. But I'm going to incorporate some things because this channel right now, it's not at the rate it's going. It's not viable. It's not viable the way it is right now. Because one, I already put up the membership thing for over 6 months. I have not got one membership. So that's dead. That's dead already. So I'm going to incorporate other stuff, including of course, I'm going for my general. When I get my general, I may revamp this whole channel. It may not be no longer Danny Shortwave. It may be just my call sign, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's going to be something. Because this is, it's not sustainable for me. It's not. And I always said it, the minute this project this channel becomes to the point where it's no longer fun, I'll just leave it alone. I'll just go to the next project or the next channel. Because I'm looking at the whole week I've been looking at it every day. I look at the hours and I say one person in that particular hour, that's it, out of 660 videos. Are you kidding me? So YouTube is doing something or something is going on. I don't know what's going on. All right, let me go read the. Yeah, I'm sorry about ranting, but there you go. Yeah. So this week, this Saturday, next Saturday, and then I'm gonna be off for a while. I'm gonna take a long break, and I'm gonna come back, and there's gonna be some major changes to this channel, including the even renaming the channel if I have to. I don't care. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I may revamp the format completely, but this is not. I gave it enough times already. I gave it enough chance. This is gonna be stream number 93 officially. 93, and I don't see a dramatic. Other than the hours thing, I don't see anything dramatic with the. So there's gonna be some changes. There's gonna be some big changes. Yeah, I know Jules did his changes a couple of months ago, but there's gonna be some big changes here. Yeah, there's gonna be some big changes because TikTok is calling me right now. I'm about to hit 10,000 over there. TikTok is calling me. I'll do live stream over there all the time, and I'll be the end of this. I'm telling you, I don't know. I just got to do something. It's just not. I don't know, people. Got to slam the like button or something. Smash the like button. There's chat. There's there's some videos that I get like 10 likes and that's it. And I got like, I'm like, are you kidding me? Out of, I should be every video. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I'm not putting no more little reception videos. I'm not doing that no more. I try to do that and I'm done with that because they're nothing to me. They don't get nothing. They like, I get 20 views and then they get like a handful and then that's it. They disappear into oblivion. The videos that keep standing the test of time are the ones that I'm doing a review or I'm doing a tutorial on it or something. Those videos stand the test of time. And some of them, I'm surprised at how many likes I get. So listen, I'm telling people, you don't have to donate, but at least like the freaking video. If you're not going to donate, that's fine. But like the video, because every single like that I get helps bring the channel up to the algorithm. It keeps me relevant on the search. But when you don't even like the video, then you know what? It's just, it's just pointless to make videos, to make certain videos. Because some videos, they take work. They take editing. You edit, I have to do so many takes on it. It's time consuming. So I understand the whole donation thing. People don't want to donate. That's fine. And I'm not for it, but at least there's some videos that I'm surprised that I only got like 10 likes. When I should have at least 50 likes on that video. Because even if you put 50 likes on the video, even if it had like 30, 40, 50 likes on that video gets traction and it stays relevant, and at least it gets listed higher. And that's the problem. I'm not getting either. And I don't know, because I'm telling you, when I see one person watching in 1 hour, even if it's at 12 o'clock in the evening, I see 10 o'clock in the evening, one person watching. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I have one person in this channel at 10 o'clock at night the other night. That's it. Like, are you kidding me? So yeah, there's gonna be some big changes. There's gonna be some big changes. Even if I have to demolish this whole channel down and rebuild it, I will rebuild this sucker up. But it's not gonna stay the way it is now. I'm done with that. Jim's radio check. Merry Christmas video was awesome. No, it was just a little. I just showed the front of my house. I just showed some lights. Oh, you're talking about the other one? Oh, you talking about the other one with the tree? That was last year. I did that one last year. That was last year. The other one with the Grinch. Yeah, that's last year. I did that. Yeah. I just post like that too because I got people in that. Yeah. Next, let me see. Oh my God, I need some water already. My God. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. No, I'm okay. I'm not upset. I'm just driving my point home to a certain. But yeah, there's gonna be some changes in this channel. There's gonna be some big changes. Big changes. It's gonna happen. Because apparently, I'm gonna have to go more mainstream mode. More mainstream mode. And niche thing is okay to a certain point, but then it starts getting flat. I try to listen to the shortwave bands right now. They're horrible right now. They're horrendous right now. I can't even put on something I listen to for my live stream. It's horrible right now. Yeah. So let me go to no, I always sound this way. I'm loud, but I just been noticing that for a while. That listen, it's like I cannot grind for another 7 years of this. I'm sorry. There's gonna be some big changes, and I'm gonna lose some people. I'm gonna lose. Yeah, the sun is up. Exactly. That's the sun. The sun is really burping away, I guess. is horrible. For the past hour, I'm trying to listen to anything, and it's horrible. Yeah. Hello, Bobby. WA5107 SWL Morgan City, Louisiana. Hope you're doing well. It's gonna be format changes. I'm gonna cover other stuff other than radio. I'm thinking about it. I have a lot of tech stuff I want to cover. Um, I'm incorporate other stuff instead of having separate channels on everything. I might incorporate everything in one channel. There's some other channels that have been doing that for years. Even gaming, I'm thinking about just incorporating everything, just everything in here. So my live stream, instead of having the usual people, I want to have like 100 people there, and they might not know anything about radio. I don't care. I'm getting to that point because I'm not satisfied with the overall. Since I started live streaming, I'm not. I just got my year in review. The YouTube sends you that year in review. 400 subscribers in 1 year. That's it. That's not that. I'm down from the year before. Well, now I'm not gaming. I'm talking about other stuff, or just other stuff in general. A lot of other stuff. A lot of other. I don't know. Including. It's just I have to revamp it. I think it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because I think you know what happened. I think Jill's lit a fire in me too. I think that's what happened too. I think when he noticed it that his and I don't want to talk about another channel. I really don't want to do that, but I'm gonna show as an example. His big channel is his tech channel, and he noticed that it's been it's a certain pace that it's going, but that's not where he's making his in his case, that's his livelihood. This is not my livelihood, but that's a livelihood. But I was hoping by now, that I'd be a little more, not nickel and diming. Let's just put it that way. And when I look at my numbers, I'm like, what is going on? Why only have one person on my whole channel at a particular hour? That's not good. That's not good, When I came back here to this channel, I was doing crypto. And is it challenging over there in crypto? Yeah, it is more challenging in a way. But in a way, I was having fun. And that channel was growing fast. That channel was, if it would have stood there, it would have surpassed this channel by many folds. It would have surpassed it. But I don't know. I mean, I love the radio hobby, but it's getting to the point where that's why I take breaks, because I think it's just getting under my skin lately. It's getting under my skin. So I'm gonna I think I'm gonna revamp it. I'm gonna have to revamp it because this is not cool. Even the likes. I get likes. It's like I post a video. I struggle to get double-digit likes. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can't do this. I can't keep this. Is not sustainable. I got I got time. Time is a commodity for me. Time is a commodity. I'm sorry. Jim's Radio Check. I only have 80 subscribers on my toy channel, and I'm getting a lot of watch hours. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like my retro gaming channel get pretty good watch hours. Even my product review. I just did a product review channel, and it already got I forget how many watch hours. It already has like 500 watch hours. For a little bit of traffic, I went over 500 watch hours like that. Like, wow. And there's a couple of videos that really, and I'm like, and I'm struggling here. I'm like, why? That shouldn't be the point. I understand it's a niche hobby, but it's when I have Danny Shortwave at Radio DX, I cover a lot of stuff other than shortwave. I cover every radio, every frequency you can think of on the spectrum. So it's not really niche. It's broad enough. And amateur radio and all that. It's broad enough that it shouldn't be at this point. I'm sorry. compared to other channels that I've seen, it shouldn't be at this point. I'm sorry, and I'm live streaming. And I'm live streaming. Even my live streams, I sometimes I look at the likes and I'm like, is that it? Yeah. So there has to be some changes. There's gonna be some changes. I'll just leave it the way it is, and I'll just move on to the next thing. I'll come back whenever I come back. Hello, Christian Thomas, MW3VJN from West Wales. I hope you're doing well. And this is why I like this format too. I wanted to do the early format. I could reach out to my European watchers, because I try with different formats, different time. This times to be the best for me. I need to spend more time. I do other things, and sometimes when I start late, I realize that the whole day just goes by, and I'm like, just to get what 100 views and 20 likes, it gets old. It gets old after a while. It gets old. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it like it is. 90 show number 93. I should have struggled to get likes. It should not be to that point. Or shares and things like that. I shouldn't struggle for that. It just gets old. Jim's radio check stocks on the rampant. Yeah, we hit an all-time high yesterday on the Dow. Yes, our portfolios are doing better. Of course, not because of a certain person in office right now. It's just it's a weird market, but yeah, some of it is artificially inflated, to be honest. But hello, Tom Style, hamradio. I hope you're doing well. I sound upset. No, I'm just I'm not upset. I mean, this has been going on for a while. It's just that my thing is I'm holding on to it. I'm doing the wishful thinking thing, and I just see that it's very especially when I go to another venue like TikTok, and I only have a handful of videos there, and yeah, I don't get that many. I don't get a whole bunch of likes, but I get enough. I only done 2 live streams on TikTok. And they weren't even like this, because I can't do this type of format until when you get on TikTok, when you get 1,000 followers, and you could do a regular live stream on your phone. When you get to 10,000, you could do a live stream like this from a computer. So I'm getting to that number. I'm probably gonna hit it within the next few weeks, and then I'm gonna try to do a live stream in this format there, and see what the numbers are. And if the numbers are way it blows away these numbers, you won't see me here again. Not anytime soon, because it's no motivation. I'm losing the motivation to keep doing this. And it's not, it's a YouTube thing. I don't know what they're doing, but I think what happens is they play favorites with certain channels that have a bigger, and I don't know. It's a lot of stuff. I've been reading up all this stuff on it. It's kind of sad though. And copyright notices up the wazoo every time. I'm getting sick of it. I really am. Like really, really petty stuff. I'm even trying. I got to the point where I don't even curse as much as I used to, because I just they want to demonetize for even cursing. It just gets old. It gets old. It's a certain cycle. Like right now, I'm on year 7, and I think a lot of channels go through that after a certain time. You know why? It's just because that's why I'm trying all these different channels. I'm actually having fun with other channels. I'm actually having more fun with other channels now then I'm starting to with this channel. To be honest, it's getting to that point. And it's not. And if I was making something here, a significant amount, yeah, I would say, you know what, but I'm not. And I know I had an idiot here a few months ago that said, well, Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, it wasn't built in a day, but it doesn't take 7 years to build a channel. I'm sorry. At some point, you're gonna say, you know what, it's time to move on. And 93 live streams in, and not to mention the ones that have part 1, part 2. So maybe a total of 100 live streams already, and I don't see the real significant. I don't see my trajectory going like this already. It's more like, and you know what? I just don't have. I'm looking into other stuff. So the only way you can help out this channel right now is you gotta smash that like button. Every time you watch my video, you gotta hit the like button, because I'm getting shadow banned or something is going on. My own channel, certain content, even if I put my name in there now, other channels are showing up on the top 5, which is a joke. And that's what gets under my skin. When you first start, I get it, but not when you have over 600 videos and you have over 90 plus live streams, and they all have my name on it, Danny Shortwave, Radio DX, whatever. There should not be nobody in the top 3. It should be all me. I'm sorry. Let's just cut through the shit. It should be all me in the top 3 by now. Okay? I shouldn't have to share my top 3 with somebody that doesn't even do radio videos, because he just reviewed the same radio that I did, and he leapfrogs me to number 1. And he's not even a radio channel. He's a joke. You see what I'm saying? He's a joke. And I'm not going to pay to get listed higher. It's not going to happen. So there you go. It's not going to happen. Yeah, Jim's Radio Check. I think there's so few people that are interested in radio. I know that too, but we're talking about niche topics that when I just said, when I do a search of a particular, even when I put my name, Danny Radio, Danny Shortwave, and I should be dominating the search. I'm sorry. There should be nobody, especially in the top 3. And that, to me, I see funny business going on. I shouldn't be down to 1 at this point of the game. I shouldn't be down to one watcher in any particular hour. It should be double digits watching every hour. So there's something going on. Yeah. So yeah, man. No, you're not late, Hamrad. It's just I'm starting at 12 o'clock now. So you're not late. Oh. I need to confirm today. Trying to work on this award here. Yep. Yeah, I know the sun is horrible right now. I was trying to listen for the last couple of hours. Well, the last hour. And oh my God, just constant noise and all that. And you can tell it's the sun. It's just bad. So I tried it with this radio, and then the MFJ 1886 loop. Then I went to that one with the MLA 30. Same thing, same result. So yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna have to do some changes, but I'm gonna take a break because I want to take a break anyway. So next week will be my last stream. Next Saturday will be my last stream, and then I'm gonna take a break. I'm not even gonna tell you how long the break is gonna be. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be at least a few weeks, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens. And whatever happens in the new year is gonna happen. But yeah. How you say? I gave it the old college try, but it's time to reassess what I want to do. you know. But definitely, and that's why I don't. And like I said, I don't want to talk about the channel, but I think that happened. When he lit a he kind of lit a fire into me too. You know, I understand, and I was thinking about the same thing because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I was like, like I have the membership there for 6 months already. I have not got one membership, and that's because I was gonna make content just for membership. I was gonna be to the point where I was gonna do live stream, maybe do a couple of things here, there, but I was gonna do some. I want to do some real, and real intense stuff, good stuff. But when I see this, and I see this, the numbers that I'm getting, it doesn't motivate me anymore. It's a shame. Uh, you know, 2,752 subscribers. I don't, yeah, I'm getting to that point. I'm like, this is not cool. I'm done with this. I'm gonna be done with it soon. Just not there. All right. I see. I skip. All right, I'm gonna go right here. Hello, Keegan DXer. Northwest Arkansas, 43 degrees Fahrenheit and cloudy. Over here it's 53 degrees and sunny. But we're gonna get a cold. Well, we're gonna get a lot of rain tomorrow. Again, I don't know why we're getting so much rain in December, but I guess I'll take it over snow. And then we're supposed to get a cold snap. But I'm telling you, it's December 16. I think we're gonna have another mild winter here. We're gonna have another mild winter. It looks like so far we're gonna have a mild winter here again. But usually the January is the coldest month, and we haven't had any. The other day we went down to 30. We went down to 31 degrees Fahrenheit. That's it. One night. Everything above that has been above 40. Above 40. So far it's been mild. Yesterday was mild. I was out there sweeping the alley and all that. I was cleaning out there. I was with the broom out there sweeping up the last of the leaves that are all over the house, all over the property. So so far it's been a mild. It's gonna be mild. Well, winter's not official yet until a few more days, but I think we're gonna have another mild winter. Yeah. Yeah. James Radio check. Okay. I'm retired, so I do this for a hobby too, but it gets to a certain point where you know what, if I want to do things half-assed, and I could just post reception videos all day, every day, and that's it. And I could do that too. I could just post reception videos and say, you know what, yeah, I could post video number 100 of Radio Romania from another radio. Whoa, come on, it gets old. It is a hobby, but when you're doing a channel, it gets to a point where either you know I don't know. It gets to that point. It just gets to a point where you say, you know what, this plus I think there's other things I want to do, and I just I'm getting to that point. I think that's what it is too. It is a hobby, but you gotta understand though, it gets to a point where you like, for example, the live stream. Saturday afternoon I could be doing 100 other things, but I chose to do this. But if I don't the problem is, if I don't do the live stream, I get demonetized because YouTube puts it to the point where if you don't got a certain amount of hours, you get demonetized. And I said it before, the minute YouTube demonetizes me again, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'll be done here. I was already done here, and then I came back because of my voice. Okay, so I got confirmed here. Good, thank you. So let me log him in. Oh, I got my confirmation for today. So I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna shut down my. I want to get my confirmation for today. This is for an award, so that's why I'm just doing this so that. Yep. I'm gonna go here. Yep. The alert. Thank you. Let me go check my. Yeah, I know. I know. I get that all the time. Yeah, it's a hobby. I know it is a hobby, but when your hobby can have the potential to earn some money, you got to go for it. You have to go for it. I mean, I'm gonna say, if you're at a point where you can make money for it, I make money for it. Why not? Why not make money out of it? Can you make so? It's it kind of irks me when people say that. Oh, it's just a hobby. It is a hobby, but I'm gonna tell you, 9 times out of 10, most people when they do a channel, yeah, it is a hobby. But when you get to a certain point, like when you get to a few thousand or 1,000, whatever it is, you want to make something out of it. You want to make some money out of it. It doesn't hurt. I mean, who doesn't want to make money? And then you have to, I'm a subscriber to a few channels, and I see some of the people the work they put in there, and if I could donate to every channel I would donate to some of them because some of them really put in the work. And sometimes I feel like I do that here. I put in the work here, and I feel like sometimes, like, come on, I don't want to give examples because I don't want to talk about other channels. There's channels that started with a lot lower than where I was at, and they blew up there, and they have members. They have all this stuff. I don't even have one member here. Come on, it's not about the hobby thing only. That thing gets old after a while. At some point, it's called appreciation for what you do. You know. Okay, let me see. Confirm. All right, got that confirmed. So let me shut this down. All right, I'm done here. All right. There we go. We're done with that today. Yeah. I'm telling you, when you're 7 years in, yeah, it gets a little, it gets, come on. Come on. It's a fairness thing. He's like, this guy started 2 years ago, whatever. He's at this point. Come on. And he already got, like, God knows how many members he got. I should have at least, can I have one member? Anybody? Come on. I guess, yeah. And you know what? I'm not going to say anymore because I'm just going to go off. I hate to say it, I'm just going to go off. That's a weak argument. Yeah. Radio ID scans. Okay. Oh, Hammer messed up. Damn. Yeah. Oh, what happened? You got kicked off? Yeah. And hello, Miggy. I hope you're doing well. And radio ID scans. I don't know who's getting old. Yeah, I am old, so I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not old. I am old. I'm old. We're old. I'm old for my standards. I'm old. Yeah, maybe that's another thing. I mean, I'm just wasting too much time. King and the extra 2 medium weight logs from Sunday the 10th, 1250 KBRF, Fergus Falls, Minnesota. and KDEI Port Arthur, Texas. Oh, cool. Wow. And 1250 is a local frequency. So, okay, cool. Wow. I got Minnesota and Texas. And the local, so your local station was has been off for some time. Okay. Yeah, that's when you got to take advantage, right? When they go offline. I wish we had that here more often. You know, station goes down. Unfortunately, this whole band is crowded. This season, medium wave DXing hasn't been that good for me, for whatever reason. I haven't even logged one Cuban station this in the boiler room. But then again, I haven't been trying my best radios either. Like I said, I've been testing out these radios, but like I said, they're not D808, or they're not my better medium wave. And that's what I'm doing too. I'm fixing down there too. I'm juggling, fixing here, fixing there, and yeah. So that's cool. Hello, Glenn Dance. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I know. That's another thing with the heart icon. It's right here. It's annoying me. I don't know what they plan to do with that. Is it going to be like TikTok, where if you hit the screen a lot, you send me a whole bunch of likes. Maybe my screen moves up to the algorithm, and oh yeah, here he is. He's on the front page of YouTube Live. Here you go. Instead, I'm not even on the probably I'm on the 8th page of YouTube Live somewhere. You know, it's stupid. This is the heart thing is so stupid at this point. It's been there for a few months already. If you're gonna do something with the heart, do it already. It's annoying. It is. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Thank you, Tasso. Tasso super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let me go up here. I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, that hard thing they got to do something with that already. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. Yeah, copyright notice. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm getting copyright notices from 5 years ago. 5 years ago, literally, another one. 5 years ago. I'm getting added in about 4 seconds. So let me eat my pretzel for a minute. Chocolate covered pretzel. There you go. White chocolate. These are addicting. Oh my god. This one. Oh my god. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to take a break after next week. Next week I'll be on early. Same thing, 12 o'clock. And then I know he's going to do his, Santa's going to his channel. Santa's going to fly over my house and go to his house to do the live stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Santa's looking down on me and say, I'm gonna fly over him. I'm gonna fly to Montreal and land on his probably because it's too early too. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, you've been a naughty boy. All right, Keegan. I'm about to head out, eat lunch and grocery at Ozark Natural Foods in Fayetteville. I guess that's your store you like to go to. I guess Ozark Natural Foods. See you later if you're still on after I return home. Okay. Enjoy your lunch. I know it's early now. I know. I get it. I'm sorry. Mary the X, hello. Hope you're doing well. Jim's radio check. Okay. Good morning. Hamran. 2,700 or 27,000? No, 2,700. But it is. It is. You know what? I think that's what it is too. Miggy. I keep calling him Miggy or Miggy. I'm gonna say Miggy or Mike. I forgot it's Mike. Yeah, it is. It is, especially now especially when conditions are not the best, and also even medium wave. Like I just said a few minutes ago, even medium wave. My medium wave, my medium wave this season so far hasn't been that good. I haven't gotten anything new. Also, since I moved up here, there's some things I can't do up here that I used to do downstairs, like be up late here and listen and tune in a medium wave. I can't do all that here with, you know, I have somebody next door. So there's certain things I can't do in the evening. So yeah, I think that's the other thing too. I think the spontaneity kind of helped out better when I would come on live, just spontaneous. I think maybe that's the other change too. I think I'm just gonna be spontaneous instead of saying I'm gonna come on this. I know, just boom, come on, that's it. Whenever, that's it. I'll just do it like that because it's easy. I would tell you something. It's easy to get burnout. And I don't feel that way right now, but I could understand it. I can understand it because I don't feel that way because I have other channels. And that's why I know I don't feel that way yet. But I can understand it. If I see if I see something doesn't progress and things like that, I'm gonna say, you know what? I know I love the hobby and I do love the hobby. I'm gonna always love the hobby, but I can't dedicate too much time into making this content when I can make this content and I could there's a bigger potential there. Because at some point it's going to be about money too, and it's starting to that point where 7 years in, yeah, you know what, I should be at the top of the game. I'm sorry, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a very competitive person by nature. I always been that way. I play sports, so I play sports for most of my life, and you want to win. You want to win. But I don't play to lose. I never played. I don't. I always play to win. And if I see that, there's a point, it gets to a point where this is not, long term thing, then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Um, what's the word I'm trying to say? Some things have a certain life, and that's it. Maybe it's a few years, and that's it. You cannot add more to it. You gotta leave it alone. So otherwise, it's like a TV show. You know how some TV shows have a few seasons, and then that's it. They say, okay, we don't want to go on we don't want to do this for 20 years. We're going to leave on top. And now I can relate to that. Like Seinfeld. Seinfeld, I don't know how many seasons Seinfeld ran. But then they got to a point where Seinfeld said, you know what? I don't want to do this for 20 years. I want to leave on top because I want to do other things. So maybe that's what it is too. Maybe it's getting to that point where, you know what? You're not going to be able to top certain things. And that's it. And just, the body of work itself, and just do appearance. Because remember, a lot of things are changing. We're losing we're losing shortwave channels like nobody's business. We're losing medium wave stations. Married to actually just showed two of them. I saw both of his videos. Two shutdowns. It's getting to that point where you know what, you gotta either you gotta expand your channel and cover other things, or You just gotta have to, revamp it or something, or just, move on. And I think that's what it's getting to. It's getting to that point. I know. So it's the truth. It's the truth. You know. I think that's what it is. You know. It's like you know how they say sometimes you reach the cap of it, and then that's it. You can't. What are you gonna add to it? What am I gonna add more? Another Radio Romania video. Another. Come on, I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I have a million ideas in my head. I have a million things I wanna then to keep regurgitating a reception of a. It's already in my library. Why would I want to keep regurgitating the same thing? You see what I'm saying? It's a creative thing too, you know. So that's what I mean. Exactly, Mary. That's why I agree. That's why I started doing talking video. Exactly, because there's only so much reception you can do, and then it gets stale, it gets old, it gets redundant. And that's why I feel. That's why I don't do. You haven't seen reception videos of me lately because I just can't do them no more. I just don't find no value in them unless I'm trying out a new radio. And like when I do a review, if I tried out this new radio but I can't do that with the same radios over and over. I just can't. It's not, I feel like I'm doing a disservice. It's just repetitive. That's why, for example, I do live stream because every live stream is going to be different. People can ask questions. In fact, somebody asked me a question last week about a radio. I have to answer. I have a follow up on that. Uh, uh, radio, which I'm gonna get into in a few minutes. I'm hoping he comes on, but if he doesn't come on, I'll just do a follow up on it. Yeah. And thank you, Tassel, once again for the super chat. Jim's radio check has been warm. Yeah, I know it's unusual. I think other than Buffalo, but yeah, it's gonna be a mild winter. I'm already. It looks like it's gonna be another mild winter. Glenn Nasser, before you break, thank you for the advice on the coax, Disco, Quan Shan, and radio review. I try to never miss an episode. If I have more social security, no, it's not. Don't worry about that. It's not. It's just a lot of. It's a combination of a lot of things. It's just I noticed that I won't discuss the whole thing. But yeah, exactly my radio Dex. That's why you started doing talking videos. Exactly. Because you have to expand. At some point you have to expand. Without in my case it might be more ham radio. I may have to cover more ham radio stuff. Like I said, I just got the book here for the general. Also, when I'm taking my break, I'm gonna be studying this. So I'm hoping that during the break I come back as a general. That's another thing. That's another reason why I want to take a break. But I want to take a break for other reasons. Not only radio, it's not only the channel, it's other stuff that I need to do. So I figure, this week and then Merry Christmas next week, and then I'll see you next year until and whenever. And of course, I still got a radio. I got a couple of radio reviews I have to do, which I will still do those. But I'm talking about in terms of live streaming, it's gonna be a few weeks. And I may be in a new location. I may start doing it down there again with a different setup. But that's yet to be determined. Yeah, exactly. And Miji, a niche is hard to expand on. Yeah. So that's why if I have to, it's gonna be more than a niche. It's just gonna be broader. Because like I said, there's only so much you can do there's only so much you can cover on shortwave and then medium wave. And then long wave right now is not even existent here. I can't even get a beacon right now. I get a better chance at getting the time signal than I do with a beacon. That's how crazy it is now. Yeah. Hello, David's Ready Room. I hope you're doing well. Tasso, keep doing you, brother. I love your content. Up to your other channels too. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's another thing. I would like to work on my other channels too. I find them rewarding. I find I just did one of my baseball cards. I have containers of baseball cards there. Sports cards. Well, not only baseball, but I have a bunch of over the years. I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start doing some of those contents too. I'm gonna go back to basics. I'm gonna do other stuff. I mean, if I'm not making anything here, might as well keep doing other stuff. You know, because the growth here is very slow. I got the year in review. YouTube gives out the year review every year around this time. So I gained 475 subscribers in 2023. That's what I gained. I thought it was gonna be a lot more because I've been live streaming. I thought it was gonna be the year before that. I gained the same amount, about 450, 400, and give or take 400. So I didn't really. I thought I was gonna, I was gonna say maybe, I don't want to put a number, but I thought it was gonna be a lot more significant, and it wasn't. It wasn't very significant. The only thing that went up is the viewing hours. The viewing hours went up because of the live stream. That's what went up, the viewing hours. But other than that, everything it was flat. So that's not good. That's what really, So yeah. All right. Dislike button gone. Well, it's a good thing they got rid of dislike, but too many bullying. Too many stupid people, with the dislike. Me, I don't care about the dislike. You could dislike all you want on my videos. I don't care. But hello, James Farley. Hope you're doing well. Tasso, maybe when Santa finishes at Jill's, he'll come. He'll turn around and come down. Yeah, he'll fly. He's gonna fly north, go to Jill's house, and by that time I'll be down here. I don't know, drinking my eggnog, whatever, getting lit up. I don't know, because I'm probably gonna get lit up. Eggnog and something. Spike my eggnog. So Santa will be too late. That's okay. Sorry, Santa. Mary DX said being let me go. I skipped a whole bunch of something. Oh my god. I went and clicked on and I saw a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Being competitive is a normal thing. Exactly. It's what makes a person get better. Exactly. I want to improve. I do want to improve on it. I know what I can do. I know what else I can do, but I have to get certain things first, but yeah, I can. Yeah, exactly. It's not and the one thing about competitive is not. I'm not talking about like compete with another person. I'm talking about. I think it's more like what is it? What's the word? Like when you look at yourself in the mirror and you say you think you can do better. Yeah, I think I can do a lot better. I think I can. I think I can. There's certain things that I want to cover, but when I make a video, like for example, when I made that video about the NFED and all that, I put the NFED up. It wasn't even a how-to video, but it was kind of a how-to video because I'm showing people one way of putting an NFED. And I didn't get the views on that video. I thought that video was gonna get views. I didn't get that many views on that video. That video is probably still under 1,000 views. I got a bunch of nonsense on it on Reddit, like a few idiots. And I was like, well, and then sometimes you could do a video on. I did a review on an $11 radio. Where's that radio at? Where's that radio? Right here. Let me take this out without that. That's to show you how crazy YouTube is. I did a video on this, and the views on this thing is way ridiculous compared to the NFED video. In the NFED video, I'm showing you how to do something. I'm showing you how to put up an NFED. You would think that video will get like 100,000 views, you know, or 50,000 views in 1 year, or whatever. No, it hasn't even hit 1,000 yet, and it's been a year, over a year now. It's like 14 months in or something. I didn't even check the last numbers. I know if it hits 1,000, it barely went over 1,000. This one got this one I think is at 17,000 or whatever the hell number this is now. Go figure, you know. And this is like a, you know, and that was like a 30-minute video. This is you know, what it was, a 7-minute video. I don't remember what it was. It's, you know, it's like, you know, yeah, yeah. Maybe it should be a return. Should be expected at some point. Okay, I don't know what that means. So sorry. Radio ID scan is radio. Is it radio gone? I don't know what you. Is radio gone? Okay, I don't understand. You don't understand your grammar right now. Tasso, they gave you a copyright? Yeah, they did. Yeah, it has several times happened that for me. Several times. You know, one day I log into my YouTube studio and I'll see. No, actually, I get the email. I'll get the email saying copyright notice on this video, and I'm like, what video is this? And then when I click on it, it's a video that I did like a long time ago. Finally, somebody put a claim on it. I'm using some song, and it wasn't even it's like not even a well-known song. It was like from, you know, it might have been from like a Spanish-speaking country that I played, a Spanish station. And we're talking about nothing. We're talking about not even like a few seconds of it, like 10-second clips sometimes. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know? Modified MLA, for me now, it's pointless to doing a radio when 100 other radio channels post. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, you can watch those all you want. That's fine. You know, that was good when I first started, and I was just trying to, hey, I'm right here. You know, but then, you know, when you get to the point when you know you need to start making, you know, like I said, my live streams, even my live streams. You know, if you look at all my live streams, none of them hit 1,000 views yet. None of them. I think the most views I got on my live stream right now, I think one or two of them went over 300, and that's it. You know, it's like I could post a short video. If it's about views, I could just post short videos all day. I literally, if you want to get views, just post short videos. You know, I'll just post a short video of this radio. I go, ooh, look, I got $11 radio. Ooh, a short video like that. And it'll get a lot more views than any of my live streams. I can do it. And you know what? I'm going to prove it. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to go, ooh. You guys are not going to watch it because you guys are going to know. But I want to see what YouTube does with the algorithm. I'm going to go, ooh, oh my God, $11 for this radio. Ooh. And watch it skyrocket. I'm serious. Don't think it can happen. I might do it. You know, instead of spending 3 or 4 hours, and you're lucky if I get, you know, by the end of the week, I get 200 views. Like this, like the last live stream, I just went over 240, something like that, 240 views. I mean, come on. Seriously, come on. Come on, man. Come on. You're killing me. Exactly. My ready there. I'm about to get to that too. You're getting to that point where you understand my point now. I think I'm getting to that point. Now I'm gonna revamp this thing. I might, I'm gonna rename it. I think I'm gonna rename my name to it. I'll do all that. Anyway, you're stealing my thunder a little bit, but yeah. James Farley, I want only your, I want you not only for your radio review, but your personal technology, even if you didn't do radios. So that's good. That's good to know because I'm thinking about expanding. I would like to cover tech. I would like to cover a lot of tech, a lot of computer tech, a lot of old tech. Computer tech. I'm sorry, man. God, I'm like, because never mind. So that's good to hear. Yeah, because I'm getting to that point where I don't want to be just about radio and shortwave radio, and because you have to change with the times. Shortwave radio. I'm gonna say, yeah, it's still here. It's still here, but that's not. You can't cover. There's so much you can cover. That's why I expanded pretty quickly. But now it's getting to a point where I'm gonna have to expand more. So like I said, I'm gonna take a break and I'll think about it. After next week, I'm gonna take a break and there's gonna be some changes, and we'll see what the changes are gonna be. Yeah, my ham radios. There you go. That's what I'm talking. See, you understand what I'm saying too. My ham radio videos are getting the most views at the moment. Bingo. That's another thing I'm definitely gonna be expanding on that. So that's one thing I'm definitely gonna be doing. I'm gonna be expanding on that subject. I'm gonna be covering more amateur radio related video. I'm gonna start doing more amateur radio related stuff too. Because I see there's a lot of channels out there. When I look at, I'm okay. Let's talk about that for a minute. Maverick DX. You're right, because I see it too. I haven't done as many as you did, but I see it. I see because I watch those. I watch the ones that when you like the Q&A on the G90 and the X6100. I noticed that they're very. So I could see doing that here too. And not only a whole bunch of tutorials on that. I could do a whole bunch of tutorials. So I'm definitely looking into expanding into that. That's the reason why I need to upgrade. I need to upgrade. And that's another reason why until I don't upgrade, I can't really cover the things I want to cover. So yeah, so let me finish reading here. I'm sorry. So I will expand on that too, exactly. And by the way, the ham antenna video you asked for to do is getting the most, yeah. And the loop. You talking about the loop? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I'm looking into that too. That loop antenna that you have, that the Chinese what do you call that? It's the eventually I'm thinking about that one. But yeah. So yeah. But yeah, you stole my thunder because I've been thinking about that. Really thinking about that too. Because I noticed that there's not that many I don't want to even get into that. I don't want to talk about those. But yeah, but yeah, you kind of get the idea where I'm going. So I'm definitely going to be covering a lot more of that too. Tasso, I agree with Jane. I like you, yes, for the radio content. But even if you stop with the radio content for a while, just your personality and other interests. That's good to know. Thank you, Tasso. That's a good vote of confidence. Because I want to cover other stuff. I really want to cover other interests that I have, other hobbies, but I do want to cover other stuff. I think that this is What happened is, long story short is, when I started this channel, I didn't think I was gonna be, I didn't think of myself as a YouTuber. Remember, I liked a lot. I didn't want to be in front of a camera. I got over that with the live streaming, of course. I got over that before that too, but you know, now I feel like after doing all these videos, especially this channel and my crypto channel and my retro gaming channel, I feel now like I can do anything I want to do. I can cover any topic. I can talk about anything, and I'm getting to that point where I think that's what it is. I think now it's time to expand, and that's what I want to do. So yeah, so thank you for that. I appreciate the excuse me, the comment and the vote of confidence. I really, that's why when you guys tell me that, it really reinforces that I think it's the next thing to do, because I'm finding, like I said, I come here without a script. I don't have a script. I don't have we're gonna talk about this. No, I don't have that, because the problem with this niche, you can never cover so much, and then it gets kind of redundant. I want to cover a lot of stuff, other stuff. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Tasso. Yeah, it is getting ridiculous copyright. Yeah, and a lot of it was old. A lot of it is some of it is band scans. A band scan that I did 5 years ago. It was a medium wave band scan, and there was a jingle playing in the background on one of the band scan. It was a jingle or some music, and then finally I got hit with that. So what I do is I challenge. I just say, you know what, erase that part. That's what I wound up doing. I told YouTube to just cut out that part. It takes a few days. Once they cut it out, then it's no longer. Then they remove the copyright notice. But 5 years later, you're gonna hit me with that now? It's ridiculous. And sometimes, there was a couple of times that I didn't even know it was copyright notice until I went into my YouTube studio and I started looking at all my videos, started going back to see, and I saw one that was in red. It was in red. They show it says not copyright, and they got the red. And I said, what? I got flagged for this one. What the hell did I do? And I went in there and I read it. That one I might have missed the email a long time ago. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. James Farley, did you check out any of the media showers? No, I didn't even know anything about the media showers. Of course, like I said, I have a limited view here in my backyard. I have all these trees here. So for me to watch anything here is very limited. So yeah. Married to the Extra, I did a reception video stating that it was on a cheap radio, and it had lots more views than I thought it would. It seems that most people don't want to spend a lot. Yeah, I know. And there's some channels that do that. I don't want. That's another thing. I don't want to. That's not that I decided early. I was not gonna review every cheap radio that comes out. Go buy them or whatever. Because I got approached by a couple of, not Gradio, but Gradio is already on that list. Unfortunately, Gradio keeps missing that swing and a miss. But yeah, there was another company, but they wanted me to buy the radio. So I'm not buying a radio, and it turned out to be a piece of junk that everybody reviewed it. So I'm like, and I don't want. That's another thing. That's another thing. I don't want my content to get to the point where I just doing radio reviews on cheap radios. I don't want to get to that point because I'm getting some stuff to review, and they're not radios. There's other stuff. That's why I had to do that product channel, because I'm getting stuff. They want to send me some goggles. They cost $200, and ski goggles. They're Bluetooth. You can connect your ski goggles. You can connect a radio. Not only they're Bluetooth, but you can connect your radio to the goggles. Although I don't ski or anything like that. So for hands free. And I didn't reply to the email yet. I don't know if because what am I gonna do with it? I don't ski. I'm gonna look like a clown out there with big goggles on. They're very fancy goggles, those ski goggles. Maybe I test it out with a radio like this, but this is the time of stuff that they keep telling me they want me to review, but I can't because I can't do it here. Can't do it here. I guess when they watch the live stream, they see the way I am. I don't know, the personality or whatever, and they say, "Well, this guy can review a steak knife." Let's send them a steak knife set. A foot massager. Let's send them a foot massager. So and it's just like, yeah, I guess it's time to expand. That's my point. Yeah, LOL, it'll be an experiment. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. Ooh, see how many views it get. A short video. Ooh, here we go. Ooh, $11. Ooh. Yeah. Do it live right now. What? No, I have to do. That's gonna be a short. Well, actually, wait a minute. I can no, but I don't want to do that. There's a tool, but it'll take the whole live stream and it'll cut it up. It'll take forever. No, I'll shoot it separately. I may shoot a couple of them like that. I know I get thumbs down on them too, but I don't care. I'm gonna start doing a few of them just to see how many views I get on them. Ooh, I'm gonna go like this. Ooh, and it picks up shortwave. Ooh, for $11. Ooh. Oh my god! And play some, YouTube music in the back or something, some cheesy YouTube music. BG, Mike, I did a short with a small one, and yeah, it got something like 1.5K. I'm like, I didn't expect that. Yeah, YouTube Shorts. I'm telling you, if you do one that resonates, you get 1,000 views like that. I have not now. One of my short videos has gotten the most I got. I think was 501. I think it was 500, and it wasn't all in one day. Nah, but you can imagine, you could probably get it. Yeah, yeah. Let me go up here. Okay, I'm losing. Went too fast down. Let's see. Yeah, I know all these info. All these info videos are helpful. Yeah, and that's and I try to focus on that only. That's why if yeah, could I post every other day and post a reception video? Yeah, I can, but I rather like take a few days to a week and put something together where even if you got to edit a little here and there, and then let me go down here. Yeah, Ty. So here in the US, we don't have. I know because I haven't been picking up any long wave at all. I need to hook up my SDR and start doing it like that. But again, that's another thing. I want to set up a station down there. Because I can't be up here at night listening. I just can't. I have to go to the. I'm finalizing a few things down there. That's why I think then, like I said, I will take a few weeks and then it'll be a different location maybe for some. Maybe do early morning live stream overnight. Like I remember when I did that meeting, a lot of people liked that one, especially Australia and Europe. They liked that one when I was 3 in the morning. live streaming, doing Medium Wave DX. I was trying to listen to certain stations. I need to do some of those too. I'm gonna change it up a bit. It's gonna get. There's definitely gonna be some changes. I'm gonna enjoy. I'm gonna do this week and next week, and then I'm gonna take a few weeks off, and I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna come back and do a whole different thing. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. Cheers. Okay, so okay. Okay, you're talking among yourself. You're talking among yourself. My radio said Danny, the ZFGL Lupinton. I think it's rebranded in North America. Yeah, I seen it on I seen it on AliExpress. I seen it on eBay. It's about $100, $100 US. I seen there. I think you told me. I think it handles up to 20 watts. Up to 20 watts, I believe. The one that I seen here a lot is a Chinese call sign. That's the one I seen a lot on eBay and AliExpress. It's a Chinese call sign. I forget. It's, you know, Chinese is B as in boy. So it's a call sign with the letter B. So I figured it's Chinese. But they do have rebranded. Yeah. James, I've been getting a lot of AMDX. Yeah. I mean, I get though. I just get the same ones. I haven't gotten anything new. So yeah. Yeah. Flex Seal. I had that too, but I already used it up. I have Flex Tape. I have Alien Tape on my product review. Yeah. No, I'm looking at a few things to review, but I figured I'll do it after the. I'm gonna take a break on everything, and then I'm gonna. But yeah, I have a few. I have a bunch of things I want to review. For the product review, I have a whole bunch. I have a good 100 products that I see myself reviewing. At least 100 products right now. That radio by the end, I mean that radio by that channel by the end of 2024, I can say it could pass the retro gaming channel. It'll have a few hundred. I think it could happen because I already see the searches on it. Like I did the one I did the Milwaukee charger, the Milwaukee battery charger, and I think it searches like crazy. And the desk, this Flexi Spot desk, I got a few views on that. I can see the searches, and I can see people searching. It's very broad. I like that. You know. So I need to yeah. That's another thing too. I don't want to get to the point where I start making thumbnails because I seen that happen where people dedicate all their time on making fancy thumbnails. I know that gets a lot of clicks. Like, I've seen a lot of these ham radio channels with the thumbnails with the things like that. So I could do one like like wow, like show the radio and then I'm like blown away, like wow, you know. I'm blown away by the quality of this radio, by the quality of this $11 radio. You know? Oh my god. Miji, I haven't posted. Okay, yeah. I didn't skip because I know you're talking amongst each other. Miji, I haven't posted in over a month. My motivation, yeah, I know that happens. Yeah. because there's a tendency to that too. Like, yeah. But even my live stream, it's not difficult to do this live stream now. For me, it's not. It's just the topics, you know. Anyway, just ready to check. I like that. I like that TikTok video you got doing with the TikTok video. Oh, TikTok. You said TikTok. TikTok. Doing that with oh my god, with the balloons. That was the first video I posted on TikTok. That was just silly. Because I was messing around with my son and I had when it was my son was playing outside. It was summertime, he was throwing water balloons. So I took 2 water balloons and I put them on like eyes. And I'm like, like a lizard. Yeah, I know, right? Danny, put a thumbnail with a silly face and you'll have 100,000. Yeah. I don't know about that, but yeah. Yeah, I should do a short on it. I know. The problem is the shorts. You know what I don't like about shorts is that you don't really cover anything on shorts. But yeah, if you want to get views, put a short. You want to get quick views, put shorts. But it shouldn't get to that point. I shouldn't get to that point. I mean, like the NFED video. I was very disappointed on the NFED video. I thought that video was gonna get. I thought that video was gonna get some views. And yeah, I know. Yes, and by the way, I have noticed videos with thumbnails that have YouTubers putting silly face on it to get a lot of views. I don't click on it because I know it's childish. Yeah, exactly. I don't click on them either because I know this. Even ham radio. I see ham radio videos with all these clickbait type. I usually just say, I'm not gonna click on it. I'm sorry. You put in the title and that's it. If it's good, if I'm really interested, I'll just look at the title. Plus, after watching some people over and over, I already know that some of them just. There's very few ham radio guys that I watch. If I want to learn something, you know. So yeah, 20 watts. Okay. Yeah, I figured that's 20 watts. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm not doing that this year. The New Year's, like I said, and then next Saturday is gonna be my last day for the year, and then I'm gonna take a break, and then we'll see. Yeah, I know. I did one of college football. I did all that. I would like to do those again. Um, Eventually, I probably will, but I need to do some things here. I need to soundproof this room a little more. Soundproof it because that stuff is in the evening, and I just can't do all that stuff up here all the time. I can't. Maybe eventually, but right now, not the case. But anyway, that's why I'm gonna expedite priority in the basement. I feel like I want to move for a couple of reasons. Another way is gonna be economic reasons. I think we might, as much as I say I don't want to go back down there, I may. Cause right now, knock on wood, the pump has been working well. So I'm gonna add another pump, and I'm gonna make a battery backup system, and I think that's so far so good. But let me see. All right, let me see. Let me see. Anyway, that's just long term thinking there. Yeah. So I really enjoy your New Year's live. Sorry. Tasso, I really enjoyed your New Year's Eve live last year. Okay. Yeah, I was about 5, I think almost 6 hours, I think, right? It's kind of enjoy the TV band scan. Yeah, I want to do another one here, but the antennas now is getting worse. Yeah, the Earth Cam. That was cool. Yeah, I remember the Earth Cam. Yeah, the Earth Cam. You got me thinking, maybe I don't know. I may surprise you guys. New Year's Eve. Let me see. The problem is I really wanted to put a big TV and I can't right now. I have to wait. Right now I have I have this in the way because I'm gonna bring up a 40-inch TV here. But right now, I was gonna wait till after the holidays and put these containers back over there. I'm gonna put a new table here, and I'm gonna put a 40-inch TV there with my retro computing setup. And that's the TV I was gonna use for the show stuff too. But I'm even thinking about the 55-inch. So yeah, I'm thinking about that now. But I'll think of something. Even if it's in the basement, I can still do it in the basement. I can still do it in the basement actually. It's just I gotta clean out the background. I gotta put a few things. Yeah, and you had another live stream during college football game, I believe, going back and forth between the game and the chat. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I want to make it. See, those are fun. I'm glad you mentioned that. Exactly. That's why I want to expand on it. I don't want it to be all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I know somebody's gonna. If numbers go down, I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. Sometimes talking about radio is boring. It's boring. Sometimes it gets boring. You gotta talk about other stuff. That's why I don't want to be like there's a lot of stuff I want to cover. I just a lot of a lot of hobbies, a lot of technology stuff I want to cover. It gets boring after a while, certain things. So there you go. I'm glad you brought that up. And it was fun. I remember it was fun. I'm talking about the game and talking about this, talking about that, watching, it was on a, I forgot. I know it was in the evening. It was at night, yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you. Miji, my friend. Okay, I think he's talking about Mad. Anyway, been testing thumbnails. Yeah, it is mixed result, but sometimes people. Yeah, but I don't want to be destroying bad radios. I mean that's kind of. To be honest, I have some radios that really they're not good. They're not good. They only can do like but those radios I don't like for example here we go. I'm sorry. Sorry, radio. Here we go, radio. Radio T26 radio. Right? I made a review on that. It's not here. You know where that radio is at right now? In the boiler room. I only listen to AM radio on it. I have it on WABC. It's on top of my water heater in the boiler room. It's right there. If I want to listen to WABC, I just turn on the radio. That's it. Not to DX, just to turn on the grid WABC. I can listen to it. That's it. And sometimes, it acts funky if I have lights going on or something. So, I can only use it for that. That's it. But also, when I was painting the room, I took that one to the room. I put it on FM, and I was listening to WBGO, which is not easy to pick up. And that radio, believe it or not, picked up WBGO. I had it with the whip antenna. It picked it up pretty good. FM, FM. It picked it up. So, it was fine. And the first day I was painting, I was using that radio. So, is it a total piece of junk? No, because I still use it. I still use it. I just don't have to use one of these when I'm painting. So, for example, if God forbid I would have spilled some paint on it, no big deal. I would have left it like that. I don't care. Because that radio is for that. I wouldn't put like, if I'm painting a room, I wouldn't put like this radio in there. No. You know what I mean? Am I going to put the 750 in there when I'm painting the room? No. But I put the radio in there. I'm not even going to cover it. I just leave it like that and away from the paint, of course. I leave it there. I think I put a little piece of plastic over it. That's it. And that's it. That's what I use the radio for. So I didn't want to smash it. Yeah, I'm considering it for a bunch of reasons. One, I noticed that since I set up the sump pump and all that, it's been doing very good. Is better than what I expected. Cause my main thing, my main concern was the flooding. So far it's been doing well. But that one is not automatic. You seen the video? If you go to my product channel, that video on the pump, that's the pump that I have down there right now. Excuse me. I have to blow my nose. Oh, un momento. Okay. Yeah, so that pump the way I have it set up now is working very well. Since then I got in one time I had 5 inches of rain in 2 hours. And okay, I have to do one more thing. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it in front of the camera. I wipe my nose. All right. Oh, I forgot to put on the air purifier. That's what it is. Now I put the air purifier. That helps a little. That's gonna take time now. Normally I will have that an hour before I do live stream. Yeah, it helps clean up the because it gets dusty. It gets dusty in here. I got all the stuff in here. So yeah, so I'm considering, but I spent the whole summer bringing everything up here. So it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a while before I bring. If I do that again, I bring everything down because first of all, I'm ripping out the floor. I need to redo the floor, and then I wanna remodel I gotta repaint the walls and all that. So it's gonna be a while. I told you I might be here a year or two up here. So it looks like at least a year, give or take. But yeah, so far the pump has really been doing a good job. So now I'm thinking about putting a permanent one. Take that one out, get a better one, a steel bigger one with automatic with the automatic with the automatic it's an automatic float valve. And that way I don't have to be home. And because right now I have to be home to turn that one on. Or I could do it remotely with the app. But I want an automatic one, a bigger one, maybe yeah, and then have a permanent PVC piping, and then that way, and then that one, the one I'm using now, I'm gonna use that as a backup and put it on the other side of the basement where my radios will be at. Remember the room where I was live streaming? I will put that one in that room. There's another area where I can put that pump, and that way, now then I'll be, unless a catastrophic event happens, like I don't know, a freaking tidal wave, I don't know, a tsunami, I don't know, because so far it's passing the test. Uh, 5 inches of rain in 2 hours and it handled it. The other day we got 3 inches of rain. No, yesterday, not yesterday. A few days ago, we had 2 inches of rain and it worked like a champ. Nothing. The basement was all dry. It just I kept running it every so often. It just kept pumping it out. Only the water in the pit. That's it. It never got to the rest of the basement. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, so far it's been good. I'm gonna say it's been good. But now I need to have I need to have a permanent setup there with an automatic pump, and then I'm good to go. I could leave that there, and then I'll take that one and put it on the other side, and then I think I'm good. Plus, I have to seal a couple of things. I have to do something on the gutter because I'm getting water from the. It's a lot of stuff. I don't want to get into that. There's more people but it's it's a lot better. But I'm not in a hurry to bring all this down there. I would like to, but Eventually, I will. Eventually, I think it's gonna happen. I'm gonna because we have to do something about this place, about this room. Yeah. So let me go back over here. I'm sorry, I'm skipping a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going out for late lunch. Ciao, everyone. I hope to see. I hope you're European. Yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm right now an hour and 44 minutes in the books. 12 people watching, 15 likes. Thank you. My God, what the hell's wrong? What the? Did you see that? What the hell? I'm drooling. You got me drooling over more watches. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Oh my God, so embarrassing. I just drooled like a freaking, like a doggy. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh my God. Yeah, let me, I'm going to address something to, okay, let me close this bag up. Is that okay? Okay. Hello, Dr. Coldeep. Dr. Coldeep, that's what I'm going to call you. You was here last week. I wanted to cover something else. Let me get back to that because I think I missed something on that radio. The Panasonic. Let me look it up right here. Panasonic 2400. Yeah, okay. Let's look at that one. The one you was asking about, I think that also has long wave, but I need to double check. I'm gonna double check on that one now. I need to double check. So that one was a 2400 watt. This model, right? DEK. So let me see the specs. I'm trying to find the specs on that one. Not the DEG. Do they have it on Amazon? Does it? I'm trying to get specs on that because Amazon doesn't show specs. Sometimes they don't show the specs on it. I watched after I watched the replay of the live stream of last week. I overlooked this. When I zoom in, I see this. Right? This is the DEG or the one that you mentioned is anyway, it's the same thing. This is the word radio. So if you see this inside, I think this one does the FM on not only the USA FM, but the what is the other FM? The one from because you see these numbers inside here. Oh no, it has channel actually. It says channel. So this one has VHF. See, anybody wants to chime in on this one, let me know. And over here, it looks like it has long wave inside. You see? The numbers inside, not the numbers outside. Not the 53, that's 530, all the way to 1600. But the numbers inside the dial, inside this, you see? So I'm thinking this is, I'm trying to verify if there's long wave in here. Okay? This is a 2400 DEG. Because they got a 2400D. But that one is USA. That one is just AM FM. But this one, when I was showing Dr. Coldeep last week, when I watched the video again, I said, what are these numbers inside? See, like it has channel, right? Channel 2. What is this channel stuff on the side? You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus in here. You see how it says channel? And then if you go up here, it has like all this. I don't know. So I have to look for the specs on that. Let me go back here and then I'm gonna type it in there, see if I can. So let me do this. Let me I'm gonna close a few tabs. Okay, let me close this guy here. I'm done with QRZ. Let me close that tab. Let me close because when I was watching my replay, let me see specs. And I noticed it. I saw those small numbers. I'm like, is that long wave? So I think that also has long wave. But I need to verify that. Of course, right now it's saying that it's not long wave. So what are those numbers? Oh, the meter band. Oh, okay. That's weird. I don't know. That's weird. Seems to be referring to the meter band. Let me go back to that. Excuse me. Yeah, yeah. I know you're talking about on the. Okay. Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. You know what? My ready DX. I think you hit it on the. Okay. Let me move. Let me scroll down. Yeah, yeah. I see the M. Okay. I see the M. Now that yeah, it makes sense now. Okay, my God, keep it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Keep it still right there. So you see the M. So I guess 550 meter, 500 meter, up here 1600. That's 200. So yeah, that's the meter band. You're right. Okay, so that takes care of that. There you go. So Matt ready to say he answered it. I was confused. Like, is that long wave? But I cannot. So yeah, the meter band. Oh, so they display the meter band. That's weird. But I see, yeah, yeah. So you hit, yeah. Anyway, he answered the question. Okay, so I was thinking it was a long wave or something, but I'm like, why is it five? But yeah, when you mentioned it, yeah, the meter band. Okay, five. Yeah, that makes sense because 620 meter band is for something. I remember for some. I know I'm a SDR. That's a hand band at 620 meter or something like that, right? It's about 400 and something kilohertz. I know it's below 500. It's like four something. Is it 470? I forgot what it was. It's four something. If I remember. Uh okay, so yeah, that is the meter band. Okay. So that answers that question. What about this side? That's what I'm trying to see the channel. So I guess maybe that's the TV channel, like the what is it, VHF? I think that's just like the TV channel. I think that's what it is. So anyway, the main thing was the meter band. Okay, so then there's no long wave. Okay, so that's what I wanted to know. So there you go. So Matt Radio DX. See, I got the smartest people. I got the smartest people in the chat here. Because when I was talking to when I was showing Dr. Kuldeep the radio, I overlooked that, and then when I saw the replay, I'm like, what are those numbers? And I said, well, if I see him again, I said I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna see. So thank you, my Radio DX. So my Radio DX, you answer the question. So that is the meter band. So this radio, the Panasonic, not the USA version, but the world version displays the meter band also. Okay. All right. There you go. All righty. So thank you, my Radio DX, for that. Yep. All right. So yes, enjoy your lunch and cool, Danny. If you up to you, if you're up to it in New York live stream, we go understand. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Let me see. Yep. Yeah. So the basement. Eventually I would like to go back to the basement for obvious reasons. I kind of miss it. I do miss it. Yeah, knock on wood. Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully I don't get any type of flooding anytime soon. But that's why I came up here. It was too much. It was very water was really pulled up, but that type of rain was unheard of. And when that happened, we had 11 inches of rain. I mean, 11 inches. Excuse me, 8 inches of rain in no. When I say 11 inches, yeah, it was 11. Yeah, 11 inches in 24 hours, which is unheard of. 11 inches in a 24-hour span. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. No, 8 inches. Anyway, it was a lot of rain. It was a lot. It was like, but that pump was running nonstop. I still had a puddle in the basement, but it never got bigger than what it just never got. But a lot of it was my fault because I didn't turn on the pump way before, and it overwhelmed it. Have I had an automatic one, it probably would have kept up with it more. It would because it would have kicked in right away as soon as it would have went to a certain level, we just kept moving it out. But yeah, it was scary. It was scary. It's scary when I see some of these videos where people have water in the basement. I mean, we're talking about all the way up to oh my god. I can imagine all of this underwater. That's what I thought about. I was like, oh my god. That would be the end of the channel. Pretty much. Everything washed up. So yeah, Dr. Kuldeep. Okay, so then we answered that question about the radio, about the so it's still medium wave. It's just that this one displays the meter band. And that is weird that it displays that. But I think I have there might have been a yeah. That's what I'm looking at that too. The MDX of the FM. Let me go back here. The FM, it displays it as a channel. Mm. Yeah, the US version is pretty good. I know a lot of people like it's a highly regarded radio. You know. And then it says canal, like I guess that's in German. Because Spanish, you don't spell Spanish. Channel isn't spell is Spanish is Canal, canal. So I don't know is that's German that is spelled like that. Canal, it's channel. That stands for channel, canal. So I don't know what I guess that's VHF channel. So that is weird. Oh, sorry. Oh my god, over here, Danny. Canal. Oh, the one I don't got my camera on the way. We have to show the whole thing. There you go. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, canal. So I guess it's weird the channel thing. And this one is $104. I just noticed the price. Wow. But the USA one is $29.99. So of course that's a USA version. Simple. Doesn't have all that meter band stuff and everything. Yeah. And of course, they got 4.5 stars, almost 29,000 ratings. So that's very, very highly regarded radio. Looks pretty cool. As I wonder how speaker. And I'm getting added in about 20 seconds. So I'll be right back. I got it almost froze. Let me put it over here. All right. I have to look into that radio. That radio looks interesting now. Now that Jim's saying that is a very good radio, I have to look into it. It's weird that they still make radios. But they don't make no more shortwave radios though. Panasonic. We used to have a Panasonic plant right near Kawasaki. Right here in Yonkers. There was a Panasonic plant. And about, I believe it was about 15 years ago. No, maybe, yeah, I'm gonna say around 15 years ago. They left. They just moved out. They moved on. And yeah, Panasonic plant. We have one right here in Yonkers, New York. And then they moved away. So MyRadioDX says 28.99 pounds on Amazon UK. Yeah, so 29.99 here in Amazon US. In your case, it's gonna be the 2400 DEGK because of course you're in the UK, so you get the war radio. So this is the USA one that I just showed, but the one before that, yeah. So of course this one, like I said, doesn't show the meter band because we don't even which I don't understand that either because I think they teach both. I don't know if they teach the metric system here. I try to learn both. When I was growing up, I always try to learn both, even though they didn't teach it in school as much. I try to learn both. Because when I went to Puerto Rico, they go by the metric system. They don't go by. That was a rude awakening when I went to Puerto Rico. Over here it's like, oh, let me have you have a gallon of gasoline, no meter. I mean, liter of gasoline, just like Canada. If you go to Canada, it's the metric system, not the what they call the imperial system, whatever it's called, the standard system, imperial, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. So, yeah. Radio ID scan. What about they make an FM only? Well, that one is FM and AM. Yeah, I have techniques. I have a couple of. Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, they also are part of techniques. That's right. I forgot. Let me see. Tassel. I used to have a Panasonic tape recorder. I don't know what I have a Panasonic. I don't remember what. Oh, I have a VCR right here, Panasonic. I have a Panasonic VCR right there, full of paint, but it's right there. It was my brother's. I do have techniques. I have two techniques turntables. They were both trash can finds. My brother had picked them up from the trash, and I have them. I had to. I think they both work. I think one of them I had to replace the belt. The other one, they both I have to put the what they call the what they call that, the head shell. I got to put a head shell on there. Of course, none of them. They both don't have the cover. I have a channel that I already put it together. It's called Danny Dumpster Finds. I'm gonna start putting videos in there about stuff that I found. So I'm gonna start highlighting those. I have 3 turntables that I found in the trash. 3 of them. 2 of them, actually 3 of them. My brother, all 3 of them. I think, yeah, all 3 of them. He rescued them, and he gave them to me. different times. And he used to work for building cleaning, and they were throwing stuff out, and he would just bring it home and say, "Danny, you want this?" And I said, "Yeah, I'll take it." So I have 3 turntables. One of them is a Pioneer PL200. That's the very good one. The best one out of all of them is a Pioneer. I have a Pioneer PL200. And that one I looked it up, and man, that one works fine. I just gotta I'm gonna replace the head shell is called, and of course I gotta put a new cartridge on it, and that one works fine. I fixed that one. The belt works fine, everything. But I need to set up a spot for that. But I want to showcase that. I have a 40-inch TV that I found the other day. It's a Sony Bravia. It's an older uh, LCD TV. It's big. It's heavy. It's a LCD. Works beautiful. It works. I cleaned it up. I changed the mount was wobbly because it looked like they took it out and they mounted it on the wall once. And when they put the mount back, they used regular like drywall screws in there. It looked wobbly. So I took that out. I replaced it. I replaced the feet on it. That's the one I'm gonna bring up here. It works fine. And I ordered the replacement remote. It's like $10, $9 and change, $10 for the remote. And I cleaned it up. Sony Bravia, 40-inch TV. It has picture-in-picture. It has a whole bunch of inputs. But that's a good for retro gaming. So that's gonna be my retro gaming TV here. It's downstairs in the basement. I gotta bring it up. That thing weighs a ton. I have to I have to get motivated. Bring it up here because it's heavy. It's heavy. It's about 50. It's about 50 pounds, I believe. It's pretty heavy. 40-inch TV. Man, you can imagine 2008 how heavy those TVs were in 2008. Even the LCDs. LCDs. They're pretty heavy. My Vizio is pretty heavy, and it's 37-inch. Yeah, it was just out on the curb, face down, in the garbage bags were on it. I looked at it, and I was like, I right away I checked to see if the screen is cracked. It wasn't cracked, so I said, "Oh, okay." It was just kind of dirty, but it wasn't cracked, the screen. So I said, "Okay, I'm gonna bring it home." The footing was wobbly, so I could replace that. I don't care about the stand. The stand. So I brought it home. I plugged it in. It came on. Then I started messing with the buttons to see if I could change the input. I could do all that with the buttons. So I didn't need the remote right away. So I said, okay, it works. So I plugged in my TV antenna wire, and I did a TV scan, and it worked fine. The scan is not the most sensitive, though, but it worked. And I was like, oh, so the TV's working. And what happens is probably somebody bought a new TV, because it was the weekend of Black Friday, Thanksgiving and Black Friday. So that day, I found 2 TVs in the trash. I found another one down the block. It was a 55-inch. But that one, it has the bar. So that one, I heard there's a fix for that. I'm going to look into that. That was another TV that I found out. But that one, the Sony Bravia, that one works fine. It just, whoever threw it out, when I cleaned it up, I really wiped it down. I cleaned that sucker. I blew a blower in it and everything. I took out the mount. I put new feet, they're metal feet. I think it's stable now. And I ordered the remote. And the remote works fine on it. So now that's going to be my retro TV here for my retro gaming. Hello, Frank. Good afternoon, Frank. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, so, I'm sure whoever threw it on, they didn't think about, retro gaming, whatever. They live in, it's an apartment, whatever. But over here, I was looking for retro. I was gonna use my Vizio, my 37-inch Vizio, but that one is better. That's a 40-inch. So I'm going to use that one for retro gaming. So that's going to be my retro gaming TV. So it's just, I got to bring it up here. But I won't do it after the new year until I put it away, all these containers. And I'm going to set up another table here. Because that Westinghouse is gone. I have a 32-inch Westinghouse. Forget about it. I'm going to use that one, the 40-inch. So that one's going to be hooked up with a Commodore and the Amiga. and one of my Xboxes, not the one I live stream, the other Xbox. I'm gonna hook it up there. So I could do, if I do live stream instead of, I could do both show. Plus that one, So yeah, they just threw it out. They just threw it out. I found a whole bunch of stuff in the trash. That's why I made the channel ready, but I'm gonna start uploading, including this computer right here, the one I'm streaming. This is a trash can find too, in the same place. As a matter of fact, it's the same house. They threw this out there. The same house. And the Maverick Dexter, remember the steering wheel? The same house. The same house around the corner they threw away. So 3 things I already got from that house. I got this computer a year ago, the steering wheel a few months ago, and now that TV. The same house. They were throwing good stuff out. Yeah. So let me go over here. James Radio Check. I have a vintage Panasonic portable reel to reel. It's still in the box, and I did a video on it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to set up my vintage. I have it, I have it in the closet. I really want to set up an area where I want to have my vintage stereo stuff. Problem is the speakers. My speakers are too big though. I have club speakers. I have those big party speakers. I want to get something slimmer. And then I can set that up. I don't want to use the club big disco whatever club booming speakers. I had those speakers since the 90s. Since I had it since 95 or 94. I had those speakers. I bought them off of somebody, and he had them for a couple of years. So he had them since the early 90s. So speakers still work fine. It's just one of them I had to replace the woofer because it blew out. I blew out one of the woofers. So I replaced one of the woofers. And they have 20-inch woofers. Yes, 20-inch woofers. It has 20-inch woofer. It has a horn, and then it has 3 tweeters. 3 tweeters, yeah. They're pretty loud. No, I don't know. So yeah, let me go back up here. My videos of Panasonic is also a part of Techniques. I own Techniques stuff, and they're very high quality. Yeah, I grew up on Techniques. Radio ID scan FM only radios like at Walmart. No, I made a video on it. I found a few other things other than FM radio, but like the weather radio, the one that I'm gonna make a review on. I keep putting it off. I need to make a review on that one. Yeah, you mean shortwave radios? No, you're not gonna find any on Walmart. I had not seen any. Only weather radio or two-way radio, like not these types. Like FRS GMRS, not this one, but I seen those in Walmart. I saw CB radio in Walmart. I didn't make a video on that. I went to Walmart the other day. It was another Walmart in Poughkeepsie. That one had a CB radio. It was a small mobile. It was from Cobra. It was a little mobile, black, little mobile, 40 channel CB radio. No single sideband, just a 40 channel. I saw it in Walmart. And the scanner, the Whistler scanner that I showed you in that video, they had it there, but it was already sold out because I saw the sticker. They had the sticker, but they didn't have the scanner there. So they still sell that scanner. And what else? And I think that's it. The two-way, I guess a lot of two-way radios. And the FM radio is they had an FM. It had an FM AM boombox. It's a little boombox. It's from the same brand, ONN. They had a little boombox, ONN, and it had, I think you could put a CD player on it. It had a CD player with a little boombox. you know, they're not the best radios, and that's it. They didn't have that much. The one in Poughkeepsie didn't have that many radios. The one in Monroe had more radios, but they didn't have a CB radio that day. You can still find a few. But yeah, I mean, is it gonna be like the way it was years ago? No, you're not gonna find out. You know. Oh, and they had a radio that was Emerson. It was like this one. Yeah, they had another radio. I was looking into this one. Let me show you. They had an Emerson radio. They had an Emerson radio that looked like this one. AM FM. But it was Emerson, the brand Emerson. So I was looking into that. I was looking into trying that one out. But I don't know. I have to look at the reviews on there. It's like this one. It looks almost like this one. This Sony. You see the Sony? This is a Sony. What is it? ICF. P26, I think it is. I forget what the brand is on this. Okay, let me go like that. Okay, focus. He does not want to focus. There we go. Oh my God, this focus thing is driving me nuts. Let me go one more time. There you go. Okay. All right, there you go. So the Emerson, the one they have in Walmart, looks just like this. Black, everything, the same, almost the same looking dial, except that this, instead of saying it says Emerson. So, but I didn't look at the antenna if it's like this. I'm gonna revisit that one when I go again. I'm gonna look into it. Let's just try it out. This one is pretty good. I need to do a review on this one. I haven't done a review on this one. I need to do a review on this one. Oh, there's another one that I did a short on this one though. I'm gonna ooh. So it's a shame that Sony stopped making shortwave. They should. I mean, they make this. Why can't they make a shortwave? But yeah. Yeah, so they had a Cobra CB radio on the Walmart that I went to. And it was it's a very small one. Yeah. So you can still find a couple of I mean, you're not gonna find like you're not gonna find a Texan, you're not gonna find that, but at least you can find some. You might find one of these, something like this, but not Sony. The one I told you was Emerson. And then they had their brand ONN. Even though Walkie Talkie, they had a set that was ONN. I don't know how good it is. I'm not gonna buy it. I don't have a budget for that, but I would like to try. I would like to try them one day. Yeah. 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 Jim's radio check. I have two of those Panasonic ball radios with the chain from the 70s. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I seen one of your videos on there. Remember they said why people throw good stuff where you live? I wish they did that here. Yeah, they do that. I mean, you gotta walk around sometimes. I mean, I walk around sometimes. Sometimes I not in my block. Sometimes I walk 3 blocks down. Like over here, for example, excuse me. Over here Sunday, the recycle day is Thursdays. So Wednesday night, people put out stuff to recycle. Sunday nights, Monday's a pickup, but Sunday nights we put out the garbage. That TV they threw it out on Yeah, they threw it out on a Sunday. It was after on the same weekend of Black Friday. So that Sunday night, I took a walk. I was going to the store actually, and I saw the TV right there. I saw two TVs that night. So I came, I grabbed it, and I walked back. Then I went back to get the other one. The other one is in the garage, but that one I think that I'm not gonna be able to fix that one. But yeah, they throw out stuff all the time. Some because somebody and they just put it out there because normally they're supposed to take that to e-waste. But since the pandemic happened, I guess they said they haven't brought that back yet. People have been throwing out the TVs in the trash, and also the CRT. Yeah, it's another one I picked up from over there a couple of years ago. This one, like 3 or 4 years ago. And that CRT. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. This one. This compact. This compact CRT. I found it there too. The same area. Not the same house, the house next door. I found that compact CRT. Yeah, so I'm gonna start putting all that stuff on my channel. Just a little story about it. Because what I do is, maybe I could a couple of tips on it. I would like to go to e-waste place. We have one here, but I don't have a car. My wife is the one that drives and all that. I can't drive anymore. If otherwise, it's kind of scary too. Because if I had that, I would have been bringing more stuff. Yeah, waste management. Over here, we call it e-waste. It's on Tuckahoe Road. So they have places like that. I had years ago. I had 4 CRT monitors that got flooded in the garage, and I couldn't dispose of them. I had to take them there. I last time I was there was like 8 years ago, and I had to take them there because they wouldn't pick them up here. But I guess now I don't know what happened because of cutbacks or whatever. Um, unless it's a real big screen, they usually won't pick it up now because normally you're supposed to take it to the e-waste. They call it e-waste. And when I went there, I saw a lot of stuff. I was like, "Oh my god, is that a computer? Is that a disk drive? Is that I wanted to bring stuff home, but at that time, this is like 8 9 years ago. This is way before I got into the YouTube and all that. And I started doing my channel. Otherwise, I would have tried to rescue a few things. Of course, this radio almost wind up in a landfill. This radio, the S20R Halicrafters. The guy that was selling it, he rescued them off the dumpster, and I bought that one for him for $50. Yeah, I know I know. I used to work for 311. I was a 311 operator, Tasso. So I know all about that. When I lived in the Bronx, I worked for 311. I had, of course, the call centers in Brooklyn. I had to go to Brooklyn. I worked there for a few months. I was a 311 operator. One of the worst jobs I ever had. Abuse line. So yeah, like if you want to throw away air conditioner, you have to call 311. Here too. For the air conditioner, we have to do that here too. For the refrigerator, we have to call. Like for the refrigerator, we have to call. We have to take out the door. So no kid goes in there and locks himself in there. Over here, same thing with the refrigerator. We have to take out the door. Chest freezer, same thing. You got to remove the door. Air conditioner, we have to call for that. Of course, anything that's large, they call bulk item, we have to call. Bulk item furniture, we have to do that too. And that's only on Thursdays. For that is there's because we got 2 pickup days during the week. So the recycle stuff is on Thursdays. So it's like on that recycle night, sometimes I will take a walk around and I'll see something. And then I picked up lamps. For example, that lamp right there, that beautiful looking lamp right there. That beautiful looking lamp, I picked that up from the trash. Of course, not the the top, the lampshade. I got that from another lamp, but that, I picked up lamps, nice looking lamps. I picked up, I go around. I have an eye for that. I look and say, oh my god. I picked up across the street one time. They would, I guess they evicted somebody. They were throwing out some stuff, a couple of chairs. I'll take them. I'll say, oh, I have, I walk around. I have an eye for that stuff. I guess. My wife says, no more, please don't bring them. I said, no, this is good. This is still good. Part of me, I don't like to see stuff in a landfill that somebody can use. All the clothing that we have, we donate them. I donate them to my neighbors. My son's clothing, when he grows, as he's growing, I give them all to my neighbors. I can't throw it out in this garbage. I can't do that. I rather donate it. I tell every so often we go to Goodwill, I just donate a whole bunch of stuff. Especially clothing. What I donate a lot is clothing and shoes. And yeah, stuff that, especially, stuff that I can't fit into no more. Because I put on some weight. My brother used to do that. My oldest brother, he rest in peace. My oldest brother, he used to do a lot of scrap metal pickup. He would do that. He would pick. I went with him a few times when I was young. When I was very young, as a teenager. One time we went to it was an abandoned building. They were throwing out a whole bunch of copper stuff, and he went in there. He was like, "Danny, help me take all this copper and put it in the pickup." Like copper, some of it was old copper wires, thick copper wire, copper tubing, a lot of plumbing, copper plumbing. We had to go pick it up somewhere. He would take me. Yeah, he would do that. He would pick up scrap metal and all that. We had a guy here that would come around here and pick up scrap metal. I gave him all my weights. I regret it now. I had weights. I had like 300 pounds of weights. Steel weights. But what happened when I left them in the garage, they started getting rusty. I could have easily, cleaned them up again, get rid of the rust and repaint them. Of course, I let it. Yeah. But my brother used to do all that. Yeah. Let me go back up here. I'm sorry. I'm skipping all the way down there. So Walgreens used to sell that radio. I bought one day. Okay. Maybe Tasso, maybe you could do a short on the siren. Yeah, I was in the basement. I have it, the siren. I bought that. Where I bought that siren at? I forgot where I bought it at. I think I bought it from Walmart. The siren, if I remember. And then I also have the yeah, I know the AC also. I remember years ago, there was a place around the corner where I used to live in the Bronx, where if you had an AC, the guy just, I guess what they do is they cut the pipe and they put a valve and they fill it up with Freon. Sometimes it's just the Freon is gone. It's Freon. It comes in a can. It's a gas. And basically what happened was the AC was blowing hot air. It was not the refrigerant; it was gone. So they would take it around the corner and they will sell them. So before you go to buy a new one, you will go around the corner and say, "Oh, you selling this? You get one for like $40, $50. Use one, but it's working because they fixed it. They just filled up the Freon. Of course, that's environmentally unfriendly, but that's what you had to do because they don't have a valve. But what they would do is the copper tubing that goes in the AC, they will put a valve there, and then they will put a valve, and then they will fill it up with the Freon again. And of course, they have a pressure gauge. And once they put on the Freon, it worked for another couple of years or so. It will work again. It will blow cold air again and everything. As long as nothing was, some of it is just a Freon. And that's what they would do. Hello, Lee. I hope you're doing well from Liverpool. Good evening. Let me go back up here. I'm going back and forth. Yeah, I think online you can buy the. I know online you can buy better radios on Walmart. That is correct, though. I think I seen better radio. I seen them online. Online you can buy a lot more. Online is like Amazon almost. You can buy almost anything online on Walmart. In the stores, you're not gonna see all that. You're not gonna see the real good. I don't say the real good stuff, but there's some stuff you're not gonna see on the physical brick and mortar Walmart. But online you can I seen that. Yeah. Tasso, Danny, I saw you have a channel, Danny Dumpster Fires or something like that. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, check it out because I might post something soon. I'm waiting till after the holidays, and then I'm gonna start making inventory of the things that I have found in the trash that work, and very little. I don't fix them. I'm not gonna do those videos that people do that they show the thing look like covered in crud. I'm not doing all that. I'm not making videos. I'm just gonna show you that I found this and this is what to look for, and there's ways. I just look at it, because the worst thing, the number one thing I do is I check if it powers up. So I'll bring it home real quick. I'll plug it in, but I have to make sure that it's not. If it's wet, that hasn't happened though. I haven't brought anything that was. I think this computer. It was drizzling that night, and I took this computer, but it wasn't wet. Like it was just. I think it was only out there for like an hour before, and I just wiped it down. I opened it up real quick, because the computer could open up real quick the case. It looked dry in there. I said, okay, it looks good, and right away I just powered it up, hooked it up to a monitor right away, and it booted up. And of course I wasn't gonna guess the guy's password. It was Windows 10. I said, oh my God. And I went into the BIOS right away. So I said, all right, this is a keeper. And things like that, things to look for. But yeah, so it's not gonna be like what's that guy? There's a guy from Australia that he always I forgot his channel, P Serve or something like that. He's an Australian guy. He's always what do you call? He restores vintage computers. That's all he does. He brings them back to life like brand new. They look. See, I don't go that far. I'm not doing all that. But I cleaned them up to a point where they, like you would never guess that this computer right here was in the trash can ready to go to landfill. I rescued this computer from going to the landfill. And this computer is the one that's been doing live stream for the last year. This computer right here. And this was a trash can find. Dell XPS. Sorry, let me go over here. Dell XPS. This was a trash can. Fine. That's a memory card up there, in case you're wondering what that is. But yeah, this is a Dell XPS. This is a Core I. What is it? I'm trying to see what's in there. Let me see. I'm sorry. Can you see what that is? Core i5. This has 16 gigs of RAM. So it had good RAM. It has 16 gigs of RAM. It has NVIDIA. I forgot what the number is. I talked about it a few months ago. Anyway, it's a 1 gigabyte video card. This was an early gaming PC, I guess. At one time this was a gaming PC years ago. But it's my streaming computer right now, and this is a trash can find. So what do you call it? So I'm scratching my itch. Sorry, I got an itch there. That's a trash can find. And it's been working well. It works very well. So if you can recycle, reuse, recycle. I don't wind up in a landfill. I'm giving that new life. Whoever threw that out, I think they threw it out because maybe I think the person was evicted. I don't know what happened. They just threw it out. I guess nobody thought about keeping a computer that works. and I kept it. I replaced the drive though. I took out. It had a 1 terabyte. Was it a 1 terabyte? It could have been a 500 gig. I forgot. I think it had a Seagate drive. I took that and I put an SSD. I put a Corsair 512 gigabyte SSD, and I think boots, boom, it runs fast, works like a champ, and it does well for a live streaming computer. It does well. It works good. You know, I don't want to sound frugal, but as we get older, and we have to appreciate things that and then try not to break the bank. I mean, hey, can I get a new latest greatest computer and do live streaming? Yeah, but I can do live streaming with this one. So why get a new one? This one works fine, and it cost me nothing. Just had to clean it up, and I swap out the mechanical drive for SSD, and it works fine. Right? Yeah. Yeah, Lee, I saw that. I saw your shack. Uh, exactly. Use that money for something else that you really need. Let me go back up here. I'm skipping right now. Yeah, so Jim said we call that waste management. They come and pick up TVs. Yeah. People are Tasso, people are so accustomed to disposable items, and something doesn't turn on, even if it's less than a year old, they prefer to buy a new one. Yeah, sometimes it's something that I'll give you an example. My Vizio TV. My Vizio TV is a 37-inch LED, LCD TV. My Vizio TV is very finicky. If when you turn it on, if it's not on the input, that is how you say. You got to put it on the input that there's something active in it. Otherwise, it'll automatically shut off in about a minute. It's weird. So people assume that that TV is going to be defective. It's not defective. It's that my Vizio TV, you have to put it on an input that right away is active. So that means as soon as I turn it on, that whatever input is already on the Vizio has to be plugged into something and it's playing. It has to sense a signal. Otherwise, it automatically shuts off. It's a weird thing about that TV. And I think it's very unique to that TV. And if you don't have the remote for that, you have to buy the remote. But I have the remote for that because I bought that TV. But I could see that TV, somebody throwing it out because they don't, they can't get to the menu fast enough to change the input or something. So people get frustrated, throw it out. That was the Sony Bravia. It looked like that was the same issue. They threw it out because one, they didn't have the remote, and people don't have the patience to move around the menu with the buttons. Because a lot of all the TVs, they have you can move around the menu, at least for the basic stuff with the buttons. But people sometimes, once they lose the remote, they don't want to deal with that. They'll throw away the TV, and it works fine. And I can see that happening with but I think the Sony, I think they just bought a new TV and they say, this is old. We don't want it. We bought a brand new 65-inch, for $400 something, 65, because they're cheap now. You can get a 65-inch for under $500. I've seen them. They wasn't sale. $498, $475. I saw a 65-inch. And you imagine you have a 65-inch or 55-inch or 75-inch. That 40-inch, you can throw it. They don't know any better. If I could put that TV on eBay and I could get something out of it, but I want to use it for retro gaming. So yeah, you're right. Sometimes they just don't want to fix it or they don't care or whatever. Jim's Radio said, yeah, it's a disposable world. Yeah, unfortunately it is, and it's kind of sad because somebody needs it. Somebody that lost everything. Say what happened, like for example, in the Bronx, the building collapsed. All those people are now, they lost everything. They lost most of the stuff. So they wouldn't mind having a TV, any TV, just to watch until they settle down, until they get a new place and all that. So that stuff could have helped them out, you know. Yeah. So I already yeah. So Tassel, yeah. If you over here, if you want to throw away air conditioner, you have to call 311 and have to come and remove the freon. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They have to remove the freon first, and then they tag it. And then I remember that with 311, I had to tell people that. And yeah, same thing with the door. Yeah, if you have a reader, you have to. And yeah, I read that already, James, about the scrap metal. Okay, so let me skip a little bit over here. Jim's ready to check scrap yard pays about $3 a pound of copper. Yeah, I know of copper. Also aluminum or aluminium, the way you Europeans call it aluminium, or in Australia. Yeah, people don't want to get their hands dirty, and that's not the people. There's like a stigma behind that. That if you see something in the trash, you pick it up. You're like, ugh. No, I'm actually doing two things. One, I'm actually if I can reuse this, even if it's not for me. I have TVs. I ask my brother all the time, "You want this TV?" He said, "No, I don't want it." I said, "Okay, but it's right there if you want it. You know, uh, it's there if you want it. You know, is it kind of like hoarding? Maybe in a small way, it's kind of like hoarding, but in another way, it's like how people say, "Oh, we want to do everything to save the environment," to less thing. Yeah. So if I could prevent that from going to the landfill, and it still has use for it, why not use it? You know. Tasso, would it be? You would be surprised how many people throw out an AC and look at the filter full and dirty, and yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just gotta. I take my AC once. I take it outside in the backyard. I hose it down. Even well, I haven't power wash it, but maybe really clean out the dirt buildup, and then the filter itself. Yeah, people don't want to get their hands dirty, or they just want to buy a new one. Back in the day, they were metal and not cheap garbage. Exactly. And Lee, hello Lee. Yeah. And let me see. Tassel, they might use a little more energy, but they're built to last. Yeah, like the old free fetters. Yeah, I had one. I had a fetters. My first AC in the Bronx. It was awkward because I had a small window, and I had to replace the window because I had a small window in the basement, a real tiny window, and I had to get a long fetters. It was a fetters. It was a long, awkward. They call it casement window. It's like a weird long. It's just a square, but it's like a long cylinder. Not a cylinder. What do you call it? Anyway, it wasn't a regular conventional window AC. It was long. It was weird because it couldn't fit on a standard. I didn't have a standard window in the basement. I had a small, tiny window, but it opened up. It was just small. So the only and that thing was expensive because it was in that format. It was like I think I paid over $500 for that AC, and it lasted me a couple of years, and it went dead. So I got fed up. I said, no, you know what? I replaced the basement window. I said, no, we're gonna rip out this window. We're gonna put a regular size, more standard size window. And then the next AC that I bought after that was $100. Walmart, one of those Walmart ACs. Whatever GE. I forgot what brand it was. I forgot what brand. Probably fun. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and it was like $129. I forgot what it was. Yeah, Fetters. I remember. No, I think it was Fedrich, or the other one was Fedrich or Fetters, or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Tuning. I think you did the. I was. Did you use like pallet wood or something? I forgot. I forgot if it was pallet wood. Pallet wood or something. Fedrich. I know Fedrich is another one. Let me go back up here. Excuse me. Yeah. So you will love it here. The stuff people, yeah, no, over here too, because it's a small city. You know, over here in Yonkers. Now, if I lived in New York City, it would be more. And when I go on Craigslist, I just look on Craigslist. If I had a vehicle, I would drive all. I would be in the city all the time picking up stuff. Just Craigslist. If I go on Craigslist, just curb alert on Craigslist. That's it. It's crazy. Everything to throw, everything you can name of in New York City, everything's thrown down. Just go on Craigslist, and put free stuff, and you see all the stuff that people throw out every day. Exercise machines, everything. Old TVs. I couldn't be able to take everything. It was just too. I would have too much stuff. Plus, I don't have like a pickup or a van or anything like that. All you see is curb alert. Curb alert. You got to pick it up now, or it's gonna be gone tomorrow. But it's gonna wind up in a landfill. Just go on Craigslist and put that free stuff. Is it's crazy. I'll show you. Let me see if I can do it. I'll do it. Let me see how I do it in this one. Let me close up. Okay, we're done with the Panasonic. Let me close that. I'm gonna close this too. Let me go to Craigslist NY. So if I go to Craigslist NY and I type in free stuff, search for that. So this is I just put that in there, free stuff. Let it focus there, free stuff, right? That's Craigslist for New York City area, right? So all this stuff here. Look, air conditioner right there. 1 hour ago, Jamaica State. There you go. Desk. Mount Kisco. We got a desk right here. Nice looking desk too. TV stand right here. Let me go back a little bit. Let me just go back here a little bit. Let me go down a little bit here. I can show more right there. Let it focus in there. Let it focus. There you go. I'm saying there's all this stuff, free stuff. There you go. Get whatever you want. What you need here. Shelf, all this stuff. Some of it's curb alert. There's all free stuff. Audio video signal converter RF modulator. What is that? Colby. RF modulator. Okay. All this stuff. Free stuff. There you go. Look, Samsung 56-inch. Except dark strip down the side. Okay, so this one has a dark strip, I guess. So let me find. Oh my god, sorry. So if I go here, that's the side view. So it's kind of big. So there's a 56-inch. So they're talking about that strip, I guess, that black. So there's a 56-inch. And I heard that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. I heard that sometimes you just gotta dabble the HDMI port, and it gets rid of that. Or if you open it, you could press right here. I think it has to do with what happens. Sometimes people clean this with liquids, and they let liquids get in this side, and I think it gunked up the connector. There's a connector in here. It's a long connectors, right? What happens is when people clean their screen, they use like, you're not supposed to use something that's going to drip down here. And I think what happens sometimes they like soap and water made it all the way down here, and it starts causing this after a while. So you need to open this up and you clean that with alcohol, get rid of all that gunk, and it gets rid of this. So sometimes it's just that. because I have a 55-inch that's in the garage, and I found it has the bars. I had to open it up and look at the connector, and I might have to just clean it with alcohol. And sometimes that gets rid of all the bars. You get bars. It's a 55-inch. It's big. I thought it was a 65-inch. And yeah, like when I sold my Commodore years ago, over 30 years ago, I regretted it right away. I should have kept it all these years. But I have this one now. I have two of them. But I regret it. As soon as I sold it, I regretted it. I knew. So I'm not making that. I'm not selling like I wouldn't sell like these radios. I wouldn't sell them. I'd rather give it to somebody that is gonna appreciate it than to sell it to somebody that might just, you know, maybe one day I'll do giveaway or something, or sell whatever. I don't know. Because that's a shame, something like this. This was the guy I told you he got this from from a dumpster. This was in a dumpster. He rescued like 3 or 4 of them. And a whole bunch of watt meters from the old ones, vintage watt meters. And I should have bought one of them off of him. I should have bought a couple just to have them. But I said, nah, I'm interested in radio. So I bought this one. $50, it works. It works. It's just a little deaf on shortwave, but it works. $50. That almost wound up in a landfill. That radio is old. That radio, you heard when World War II was going on, that radio, people heard World War II broadcast news bulletins on that radio. And that radio almost wound up in a landfill. How crazy is that? That's like historical. It's crazy. Let me catch up on some radio. I'm sorry. I'm like 2 hours and 52 minutes in the book. 9 people watching, 21 likes. Thank you for watching. And I haven't stand up today. I think I'm gonna stand up. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Let me I need to stand up now. So let me elevate the table. Thank you, Flexi Spot, for the table. The standing desk. Flexi Spot. Need to get on my feet because I've been sitting for almost 3 hours, and that is I need to minimize that. So there we go. So let me read over here. Let me catch up. Tune in. Thank you for the shout out. Oh, and the spanner. Okay, I got the wrench there. I would love it there. Yeah, well, same thing here. It's a small city, and of course I'm next to New York City. So, for example, that that I could see myself, but I'm good with the 40-inch now. But that's a 56-inch. My God, that's like big. But that's too big. That's too heavy. I don't have the. But that's an example right there. That. So, of course, this receiver. I already seen these last night. So that receiver needs. I think it turns on. It turns off sporadically. So it has to do with some kind of. But anyway, I have a few receivers already. I have a couple of receivers. I have a Yamaha receiver. I have a Kenwood receiver. I have a few of those. So I don't need no more of that here. There's only so much you can after a while. I said no more. Yeah. Lee, tune in. Down the road, there is a kitchen supplier. Outside today, there was a touch sensitive electric hob. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Use for something, using money for something else. You exactly. You save money. I mean, this PC stream, it works fine. This would have wound up in a landfill. Have I not walked through that night and I found this one and I've not picked it up because that's another thing. People don't. Oh, I don't want to pick it up because people look like you look like a homeless guy picking up stuff. No, I picked it up. People were right there standing there. I looked. I said, nobody want it. I took it, put it right here, and walked with it. I took it home. It works fine. Ain't no shame. And it was fine. It's been streaming for a year now. I had it for a few months before I started using that one for streaming. That's my streaming PC now. I could see myself streaming that for another year before I decide to get a new one. If anything, it works fine. So, and I only use it for streaming. I don't use it for anything else. I put an extra drive in there. Right now it has an extra drive in there. It has 2 drives. Right now it has 3 drives in there. It has the SSD to boot. I have a terabyte drive in there, and then I have a 3 terabyte hard drive. So I have 4 terabytes of storage in there. I just keep it to back up some stuff in there. Because in the basement I still use my laptop too. For my everyday stuff, I use my laptop. Which that one needs to be replaced. That one is long in the tooth already. That one is old. But that one is my streaming one. So Tuna said, the guy said to me, if it's left outside, take it all. Take it all. Yeah. Yeah. You just don't tell the young. Okay. Energy saving mode. Okay. Yeah. Already there said, Danny, you can get the JVC mini hi-fi. I will throw away soon. The volume is all over the place. It was the first DAB radio. Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? Tasso, yes, casement. Yeah, I don't really see those. Yeah, I know. It was a casement. Yeah, it was a. This is like the early 90s. And then I just got rid of that window. I said, you know what? Replace that window. I went to Home Depot. I bought a brand new window. And my brother was the one that put it because I didn't know how to install windows back then. So he did it for me. I asked my brother, can you install the window? And that's it. Yeah. Jim's radio check. We wound radio on iHeart plays vintage radio shows. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have the iHeart app. I need to install the iHeart app. I don't have that. I have a couple of apps, but I don't have the iHeart radio app. I should get that anyway because there's a lot of stations that iHeart radio. Yeah, Fredrich has been around forever. Yeah. Pallet Shack. Okay, so you did it with pallets. I've seen videos that people use pallets. I have access to a few pallets. The guys over here, the welding guys, they have a few pallets stacked up over there. I was thinking about doing because I was thinking about a shack, like a shed. So you got me thinking about that because I saw a video on it. Somebody else did one. He did a shed with pallets. So I can get a few pallets from over here. They have about 10 or more pallets stacked up. And then my neighbor, he has a couple of pallets next door stacked up, big pallets. But these are big pallets because he's a contractor. And then these pallets, they're also big because they bring in they do a lot of delivery with steel, like steel, because they do welding. They do they make like welding gates and all that, stairs. So those are heavy. Those are pallets. So if I need pallets, I can ask them. But I don't know. That's interesting. Mini splints are also good. Okay. Tasso Fujitsu, Mitsubishi, but expensive. Okay, I get my pallets for free from the kitchen. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So if I'm gonna get pallets, I get it from him. I get it from him. He because they always have pallets. And he told me, my neighbor one time. He said, he said if you ever need them, they're right there. Just take them. Because I took 2 of them from him one time, but it was for Halloween decoration. I did some kind of I did some kind of like I did like a hatch, and there were like bodies underneath the like like a basement door opening thing. I did one with pallets. And then I put the smoke machine in there, and it came out like smoking. I should anyway. I dismantled it, but I could have made a video on that. I found the idea on YouTube where somebody did pallets. It looked like a dungeon. Like when they went outside my backyard, they looked down, they saw like the zombies, like ooh, and it was lit up like in red and white and all that. And I did the smoke machine, and I used a pallet. But I still have that pallet in the garage. I have 2 pallets in the garage. But I could get a lot of pallets. I could get pallets from this guy, a shed. I was thinking about building a shed. Let me read over here. So you get them from down the kitchen, do that. Even boxes, I used to get them from the local supermarket. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Cardboard boxes, I don't buy them. I just go to a local supermarket. I get a whole bunch of them if I need cardboard boxes. I have a bunch of milk crates that I used to pick up. I have them in the garage. I have like 20 of them stacked up. I have stuff in them. The milk crates, the plastic milk crates. I have a whole bunch of those. I have some downstairs. I have records. I have about 5 of them downstairs, or 5 or 6 of them. I forget how many. They have vinyl records. I have them in the basement too. I have I keep them because you never know, you might need them. Yeah. So 3 hours in the books. 10 people watching, 23 likes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for watching. Hour number 3. And it's gonna be 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Yonkers. I've been on since 12 o'clock. Well, good. Yeah, I do long streams here. I can be on for another hour at least. Pretty cool. I mean, it's a beautiful day outside right now. It's 54 degrees and sunny. Yeah. I'm trying to keep up here. Let me see. If LOL free AC, I hope it works. Yeah. Oh, okay. Tasso, people never realize what they have, but when it's gone, then they do. Always be grateful. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because I have TVs here. If anybody needs them, I'll be glad to give it to them. I have at least 3 TVs that I can just give away if anybody needed them. Are they the best TVs? No, but they work. That neighbor down there, I never ran into him again. He still got the wire outside the window. I guess he still listens to shortwave. I never mustered the courage to go up there and knock on his door. I just said, I don't want to do that. I don't want some. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll run into him, whatever. But and tune in. Timber is treated and can sometimes be tropical hardwood, and I nail it and make loads of stuff. I'm a carpenter, so skills. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, like when I made this stand. I made this stand. This wood was from my brother. He brought it here from, because he used to work in a boiler. They make boilers, furnaces, boilers. And this wood was really dark and filthy and all that. I stuck it down, orbital sander. I took my time. I sanded it down. I cleaned it up real good. Then I stained it. And of course, these legs were from. It was another piece of wood that was Again, orbital sander or sanding does miracles. If sanding brings wood back to life. Of course, it cracked right here a little bit. The screws, you know. But all this is recycled wood. And it made it work, you know, and you know, it works fine. I can stack up another. So when there's a will, there's a way. You know, you gotta get creative. Over here, I stuck a wood under here, so I can mount these here. You know, you gotta get creative, you know, and it works. So you know, I'm not a professional carpenter, but I could do a little bit. I could do a little bit of work, you know. It works for me. Let me read over here. Sorry about that. So that's what I always say. Yeah, you can. My Ready DX of the Amiga I have is my second one. I sold my first one I had since childhood. I regretted it. Good. Yeah, I know. Same thing. I got the my Commodore. Now the prices. This is before the pandemic. I got that one, but they skyrocket after that in price. They now I wouldn't. I have two and I'm fine with it. I'm not gonna ever pick up another one. You know, unless I see one for nothing on Craigslist that I can just snatch off just for parts. But hello, Tristan Thomas, you're back. Yeah, I know. I regret. I had a Sega Genesis when I sold that too. I regret it. Of course, you know you can. I don't have I don't have another. I don't have a Sega Genesis, but I regret all those things. And now I think about it because retro gaming prices went crazy, and even CRT monitors. You know, they're harder and harder to find. And if you find one, now they want you. Now you got to pay a premium for it. It's crazy. It's crazy what you got to pay for that now. Now I'm gonna eat another. I haven't had another one now. White chocolate pretzels. Yeah, I know the flashcards. Let me go there. Let me take them out. Let me take them out. I can show you. Yeah, I know. I don't have a Sega Genesis. I don't have an original. So this one. Oh, sorry, the thing came on. This costs about $80. It has you can put HDMI or the standard. Excuse me. And it powers with USB. So I don't have a Sega Genesis. I don't own a Nintendo, original Nintendo, and I don't own a Super Nintendo. I don't own any of that. I do have cartridges for each of them. I have some, that I bought in, eBay lots. A lot of this, a lot of. I didn't need them because this alone. See, it has a switch right there. There's a switch right there. Where you go. So you can Genesis, Super NES, and NES. And then you can put the controllers right here. Sorry. Press that. It's supposed to pop out. There you go. So you could put your Nintendo controller. Okay, it needs to zoom in there, bro. Come on, zoom. So you could put NES controller, Super Nintendo controller, and you have a switch for each of the controllers. So this Super Nintendo controller, you could put the regular old Nintendo controller, and these are the Sega Genesis controllers. So you could use any of those controllers, which I have. I have all three of them. I bought them. Plus, it's come with two regular controllers that fit here. So it come with two of them. $80. So you got the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and the regular Nintendo right here. So of course, what makes it even better is these are the multi-cards. These are the multi-card. So this Sega, it has an SD card. This has I don't know how many thousand games. Like basically the whole Sega Genesis Master System, Sega CD, Sega 32X, whatever it's called. The whole collection is in here. In one cartridge. So, because it's these are ROMs. So the Sega, the even the Master System is in here. So right in there. That's it. Sega Genesis. Sorry, I'm doing it like this. Okay, I need to put it like when I'm level. There you go. Okay. If you want to add more ROMs, you pop out this SD card, you put it on your computer, you put more ROMs in there. That's it. So this covers Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, Sega CD, Sega 32, everything right here, bro. So that's one. Now you got the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo, 901. Yeah, I got Sega CD, Sega 32. There's some games in there. I think there weren't that many anyway. I know that I seen them in there. Cause remember these are ROMs. These are all ROMs. Super Nintendo 901. There you go. Okay. Super Nintendo, same thing. So now you got Super Nintendo. Okay. And now the classic Nintendo. Super Mario, Duck Hunt, all that stuff is in here. Legend of Zelda. This is Nintendo. What it says? 852 in one. So 852 Nintendo games. Right here. I think this one is kind of like, it gets kind of loose, this one. So Super Nintendo, I'm talking Nintendo Classic, NES, SNES, Genesis. All the retro gaming right here, for the most part, represented. It's crazy what you can do now. And you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to break the bank and get. Now, I do have original cartridges for some of them because I bought them before I bought these. Once I bought these, I'm not buying no more because I have a lot here. And most of them, 99, well, I would say about 99% compatible. I played every game here. There's some games, put it this way, I have not ran into a game that I couldn't play that were in here. They all work fine. So, but you can also put regular, like, I have, the original games. I have the original Super Mario card. I can just put it in here. It works fine. But these ROMs, they work fine. So, I don't have to, I'm not going to buy an original Sega Genesis. I don't need to, just for collection, maybe if I get it for nothing. And I have, of course, other ones. I do have the GameCube. It's right there. I have the GameCube. I have a GameCube there. You know, of course, I have an Xbox, the original Xbox. Yeah, of course, that's a Halo mask. So yeah, I do have I have two GameCubes actually. I have an Xbox 360 over there somewhere. I have the original Xbox too. I also have that one. Where's the other one? Yes, I have the it's over there somewhere with the mod. And of course now they have systems. They're like they're like very small. I seen some that have. I saw one that has like I don't know how many thousands of games. Literally, like every game you could think of. A lot of games has in one thing, one like a Raspberry Pi almost, like one of these. I seen some, with Linux, like Bottle Sarah. It's called Bottle Sarah, like in a little Linux thing like this. A little Linux Android box. This is Android. A little Android box like this. You could literally put every game that ever came out for everything in the end and arcade games and all that. Like something like this. Something small like this. This one's pretty old. It's a few years old, but something like this. Like in other words, Android box. Basically, it runs on Android. Let me put that right there. And see, that stuff I want to talk about too. Make videos on that and show. But yeah, you don't have to. And you don't have to, unless you want to be a purist. You really want to collect the original consoles and all that. I have a DS. I have the original DS. I have it downstairs. I have the white one. I have a game called Brain Age. I have the Mario game for it, the Mario DS. I do have a DS though. Of course, I got Bowser right here. Bowser. Yeah. I have a lot of hobbies, man. There's a lot of I can see like Jim. He likes to collect. I have a whole for my son. I have a lot of die-cast cars. Some of them were given to him when the gifts. And I started picking stuff up like this. This is die-cast. And I started picking up stuff like this years ago. I had this for a few years now. I like it because this one on sale on Walmart. I picked up. You could, how you tell by them is that you look at the weathering. They weathered. You can see the mud on the wheels and everything. John Deere. And I saw this stuff. I said, man, it went on sale. So I bought, this is the, like the Bob, what they call that? Like a Bobcat type thing. Then, of course, this one, the other tractor thingy here. And then the other one is right there. They went on sale, man. I haven't picked them up. I don't know, because I like farming equipment. I don't know why. I don't even. Of course, this is the other one. They got a mud on that. These were like on sale for nothing. I picked up. And of course, I started collecting. I'm trying to collect these now. All these NYPD stuff. NYPD, and of course I bought this one. This one looks like Yonkers Police, but it's not Yonkers Police. They don't have anything like this. No. But the colors, they resemble the Yonkers police. So, because the background set with the scanner. So I don't know. You gotta have fun. You gotta be creative. Man, I need some. This pretzel got me thirsty. I don't know. Am I ready to extra for expansion? I don't know. I never tried any of that. First of all, I don't have anything that expands. So I don't know. It's just the game. Like, for example, the Sega Genesis. I saw listed CD32 and I saw 32X, but I'm like, but remember, those are emulators. Those are all ROMs. So remember, that's running an emulator. So delicious. All right, let me do some reading. I'm sorry. You're having hot tamales? Okay. It's hour number 3, so I just kick back, talk about whatever. People want to come on. They want to ask any radio questions, you could ask. I don't care. Let me go back up here. Let me go back up. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't find my mouse. Okay, over here. So, Tristan, I'm doing fine. I hope you're doing well. 8 people watching, 24 likes. Thank you. 3 hours and 21 minutes in the books. Of course, Tasso, also rail model, Danny model trains coming soon. Right there, Chattanooga Choo Choo, Bachman. I got a whole container. I'll show you. I got a whole container of trains. Here we go. I'm going to show you some trains. Trains, baby. I'll show you 3 of them. Here we go. I'll show you my sorry, I got crumbs in my mouth. There we go. Some model trains that I got in my container. Let's start with this one. Amtrak. Yeah, it's old. It's not. This is not the new Amtrak. It's the older one now. And they have a new logo now, new color scheme. So I got Walters. This is a pretty good car. Locomotive. I picked this up on eBay, of course, for nothing. I was just, I looked for deals. I was like, so it worked fine. I tested it. I want to put this on my. This is gonna be in Danny's model trains. I'm gonna have a layout soon. I'm gonna have a yard. Then the next one is gonna be this guy. CSX, baby, HO scale. Look at that. As you can see, look at that. Look at that beautiful CSX. That's beautiful. Look at that. And of course, for Tasso, here we go. Here we go for Tasso. New York City subway. Redbird. Here we go. Number 6 line. Hey. It's a Redbird right there. I want to start getting these subway cars. I-17. Yeah, there you go. Subway cars. I have some New Jersey Transit commuter cars. New Jersey Transit. I'm trying to get a Long Island Railroad, Metro North. I want to do a rail yard. I don't know if I'm going to put graffiti on it, but. All right, take care, man. Ready DX. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week, I guess. And thank you for stopping by. Yeah. So let me read that. Let me go up here. So that's gonna be for my model trains channel. I want to do a rail yard, and I'm gonna start running trains and all that, and do things like that. I want to start decorating it. I want to make a scenery for it. I want to paint it and weather it, do all that crafty stuff. I've been dying to do that for the longest. Yeah. Sometimes we have a lot of hobbies. We have a lot of things that a lot of cool stuff, man. When I was a kid, I couldn't. When I was a kid, I couldn't afford all this stuff. I was poor. Where is it at? I couldn't afford this stuff when I was a kid. And then now, of course, I get all this stuff. And yeah, so this is the red bird. And they have the other one that's white, all white. They have one that was all white. I was in there, first I came out with, remember, it was used to be silver with the blue stripe. Then those had a lot of graffiti throughout the 70s. They had a lot of graffiti on them. Then in the early 80s, I want to say not the early, I think the mid 80s, they started painting them all white because they would try to combat the graffiti, and people would still paint them. But the all white, you could actually remove the graffiti faster. And then they had this one, the red one too. And it's pretty cool. And of course, they got the yellow one. You seen the yellow one, the money train. They call it the money train. You can still see them too around. And sometimes they have the yellow one, but now they have one that just pick up the garbage. It just has people sitting in there, to collect the garbage. The money train. Yeah, and that too, because like I said, I grew up. I didn't have all this stuff. So this is all, when he wants to, when he's interested in it, he has all this, Yeah. Let me go back up here. I'm sorry. Let me move over here so you can. Yeah, of course. And some of it is not it's like that. That's my wife's stuff. My wife loves the horror stuff. So my wife, see that you got the Jason there and Freddy. And of course Alien right there. That's my wife's stuff. So we just put it here because we don't have nowhere to store it right now. So I keep it there. Mario, that's well, my son had it for a while, and he's not using it anymore. He's not plus I put it here. Mario. You gotta have fun, man. That's one thing about life. You gotta have fun, 50, I just turned 58, and you gotta have fun, bro. Even though the world around us, even though there's a lot of, when I watch the news, a lot of stuff, I just can't. Sometimes I have to turn it off. Lately, I listen to the radio, but sometimes I have to turn it on because sometimes it's just same old repetitive thing. And that's why another thing, radio, sometimes radio, even radio hobby, sometimes you just gotta, you know what? I don't want to listen to the same old thing over and over about where the country's headed and all this stuff, the way people are now, and just drives me nuts. I had to run to another hobby where I don't be reminded about this stuff all the time. And so people gotta understand that sometimes, there's sometimes you just gotta, if you put on a medium wave now, AM, everything is one side against the other side. That's basically what we're divided like that. We're really divided now. It's not even agree to disagree. Now you're really divided. Now they wish the worst upon, the people that are in power. Now you're really divided. Now you're really divided. Now they wish the worst upon, the people that are in power. Now you're really divided. Now you're really divided. Now they wish the worst upon, the people that are in power. Now you're really divided. Now they wish the worst upon If you don't agree with somebody, if you don't agree with this side, they just wish the worst upon you. That's it. They want to destroy you now. You know, it's sad what we're turning into. So sometimes you have to escape to another hobby for a while, or maybe not be listening to so much. Even on shortwave, everything is like that. It's like, all you hear is remember, it's global. Everything is global now. It's always, I'm saying it is global, but I'm saying, you know, some things just really now it's like more divided now. Yeah. Let me go over here. So 6 people watching, 24 likes. Thank you. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Already sure. That's why we have flashcards for our own console. Yeah. Tasso, even a used car price has gone through the roof. Yeah, exactly. In some cases, I see some sale that costs as much as, yeah, I can imagine. And of course, over here, they want to push electric vehicles. They want to make it by 2030. Is it 2030 or 2030? I think it's 2030. In New York State, 2030, you can no longer buy a gas powered vehicle in New York State. Only electric. You know how much an electric vehicle is? It's not cheap. They're very expensive. Very expensive. So they want to push that on people in this state. It's crazy. And we thought about moving. We thought about selling this house and move. And that may happen in a few years. It could still happen. And we're going to see what's going to happen in the next couple of years. And they keep voting the same people over and over. And we might have to move. We might have to sell. Oh my God, those things are so addicting. White chocolate pretzels. Oh my God. They're so addicting. Okay, radio the exercise. Okay, I'm going to skip that because he's talking to Tassel. We have a van. We're going to donate it now. We're not even going to sell it. We're going to donate it. We have a 2002 Honda Odyssey van. 2002. It has exactly 200,000 miles. 200,000 miles. But right now, what's happening to the radiator? There's a leak on there. We try to fix it temporarily, and then of course that one always reliability issues now. That one already had the transmission replaced, I think twice. That one also. Anyway, it got to the point where uh, we don't want to drive that anymore, and then we get stuck somewhere. It outlived its purpose now. We took it to Florida. We went to Niagara Falls on it. I think once. We went to Florida. Was it twice on it? We got mileage out of it, but it's not reliable no more. It's really not reliable at all. Even just to go shopping, we don't want to be stuck with it. So we're gonna donate it. We're gonna donate it. We're just gonna donate it. So that's what we're gonna wind up doing. We're gonna donate it. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. MariDX does the Genesis slot also plays. Yeah, it does play master games. Well, I mean, not native. You cannot put master games. Cartridge. No, I'm saying that it had that cartridge has. Let me check it out. Okay, there we go. So this cartridge has Sega Master System games in it. Okay, the EverDrive. It's called the EverDrive. Okay, we focus right in there. So it's called the EverDrive. So they do have Master System games in here. Remember, these are all ROMs. So basically, that system is these are all emulator ROMs. It's emulating. There you go. Just dropped it. So these are ROMs. Those are all ROMs. Okay, so basically, it can play anything, because when I play it, you see it on the live stream. It's listed. It says SMS. SMS means Sega Master System. I believe it also has a 32. Is it 32X? I think it has a CD and the 32X. Not Saturn. Not Saturn though. It's just and it has the Mega, the Japanese version. It also has a Japanese version. So of course, in the United States, it was called Genesis, Sega Genesis, and I know in Japan it's called the Mega Drive. Or I forget what it's called, Mega Drive, right? Mega Drive. So it has those games listed in there too. So it plays both. It plays the US and the Japanese import, which is cool. So it plays all of that. I have to sweep here. Oh my God, the crumbs on the floor. Yes, I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Might as well churn this guy up to get all the viewing hours because after next week, I'm going to take a break. So I got to milk these hours now if I want to stay monetized with this channel. But like I said, in order to be monetized, you got to have, in order to be monetized, you have to have 4,000 viewing hours in 1 year. So it's not enough that you have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 viewing hours. So you could have 5,000 subscribers. If your viewing hours is below 4,000, guess what? You don't get monetized. You still don't get monetized. Doesn't matter. Or if you have 10 million views in shorts, which I don't even get. I don't even have a million views in this channel overall. So when you stream, you have to because like I said, I'm not uploading every little video every day or reception videos no more. I'm done with that. Pretty much. Unless it's a new radio that I'm reviewing and I want to show people, I want to show people like how this radio, for example, this radio. I tried to do that with this radio. I couldn't even do it with this radio. I tried to tune on shortwave in this radio. This radio, forget it. Just no good for that. But even that, so something like that, I want to show you. Then yeah, I can do. But that's it. I'm not doing. No point in it. I mean, when every other channel is doing the same thing. Like I said, there's gonna be changes after next week, 12 o'clock, and then after that, I'm thinking about New Year's, maybe New Year's Eve. I don't know, maybe. And then I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break for a while, maybe all of January, and we'll see. And then we'll see from there. And then, of course, like I said, there's gonna be some changes, and then start the new year off in Yep. That's why like I said, I don't have a script. I don't. When I say I'm going to be on for a couple of hours, that's the minimum. That's the minimum I'm gonna be on, a couple of hours. I cannot be on for an hour and that's it. I cannot do that. For that, not even bother coming on. If I can give at least 2 hours, and you know, it fluctuates too. Sometimes I have, for example, sometimes I have, one time I had, I don't know, not today, but sometimes I had 20 people watching, 22 people watching. Sometimes I have 10 people watching. Right now, still got 7 people watching, so that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that. I don't mind as long as somebody wants to watch and they want to come in and ask me anything, or they want to talk, or they want to, that's fine. That's why I make the live stream for too. Is for I get to know you guys, you get to know me, because I don't. I had that too. I had somebody ask me through email, like, can you? I don't have time to be writing emails. That's why I stress people. If you have a question, ask it on the live stream, because I can answer it in real time. And if I have to look it up here or whatever, it's fine. When people ask you like 100 questions on an email, I'm not gonna sit down and start typing out. I'm just gonna look at it and go, okay, you know what, I'm moving out. Next one. It just takes too much time to be writing everything down and check my spelling and all that. No, I can't do that. I'm done with that. I used to do that first, but nah. It's called time management, man. Same thing with Facebook. I have Facebook direct messaging me, and I'm like, don't do that. Please do not direct message me on Facebook, please, because I'm just gonna ignore it. That's why I do the live stream for. You got plenty of time to ask me. Yeah, I've been on for almost 4 hours. Anybody want to ask me something, just ask it already. Don't wait till I'm out, I'm offline. Then go on Facebook and ask me the question, because it's not gonna get answered. Because I only go on Facebook to check if anybody wants to join my group. That's it. And then I also check to see if to post what I'm doing here. I post it there, and that's it. And if that's mostly those two things, and to check a couple of groups real quick, and that's it. Which I haven't been doing lately, because some of it is like one particular group or two particular groups now. There's too many members now there, and all the stuff they post is the same thing over and over, the same thing over and over. Oh, I'm getting a reception of this station, this station. It gets old. Like, okay, I get it. You got Radio Romania for the 500th time. It's like, give me a break. Like, it gets old. So I can't. When I go in those groups, if it's something very unique, I go in there and like 2 minutes later, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. This is something very interesting. My attention span goes, okay. Somebody posted, like, and they just post the text. They don't even play the video. At least put a video. They just post all the text. I'm like, why I want to read somebody while he's listening to it? I can listen to the same thing here. So I just be like, okay, whatever. So, man, a couple of videos, a couple of what is it, groups. Even the SH Data group. Oh my god, same thing. When they get too big, that's it. I just can't, because too many people don't know how to. People post. That's another thing. If you're gonna post once. You have to post 10 times in a row, or 5 times in a row. Once or twice is enough. Have some etiquette for the rest of the people. And that's another thing. Why when I go in the group, I'm in and out. So that's why I'm not on Facebook much. Just to I'll check out my stuff, and then I'm out. You know? Yeah. You know? Alrighty. Okay, so there you go. There you go. MyRadio DX. I'm gonna skip down here. MyRadio DX, the SNES games with the Super FX chip. The cheaper cards don't have the chip. If it's an emulator, it's likely to run out of. Okay. Yeah, Super FX chip. Okay. Food hour. All right. So take care. You take care, Tasso. I'm gonna sign off myself because I've been on for 3 hours and 45 minutes. And I want to make some supper and all that. Actually, it was still early, but so take care, everybody. I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.